Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here to Fayetteville City High School for tonight's high school basketball matchup between the Summertown Lady Eagles and the Fayetteville City Tigers. AJ Good alongside Clint Brazier here for tonight's contest, which should be a pretty good matchup. Lady Eagles coming into the game a perfect 9-0 on the season, while the Tigers coming to this game at 6-3. And Clint, what are you looking to see out of this Lady Eagle team here tonight?
Can you hear me? Okay, so you can hear me. I just can't hear you guys,
yeah,
so that'll work.
Right.
I think history for Fayetteville City is they've never had a really good, strong girls squad, but I think it's starting to change. I think that you saw in their win column, they're starting to put some things together. They're going to be an athletic team, a good physical team. They're going to run them down the floor. And when you're the Lady Eagles, you got 3 games this week. You'd like to put this thing ahead early so you can save some legs for the long week the Lady Eagles got. But the main thing you got to do is get out here with a win.
Yeah, they've played some close ones this year.
Right.
Just almost every one of them have started out close. What do you think this team needs to do to improve to kind of make sure they can dominate from start to finish?
You're talking about the Lady Eagles.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's all just. I think Burdett's where you want your lone senior to be. She's calling for the ball. She's playing great defense. She's blocking a ton of shots. She's demanding the ball, and she's leading us in scoring. And that's what you want out of your post player that's been a 4-year starter. Ainsley Burleson's starting to step up and be that junior, that number 2 that's get me the ball. I'll be the one to go the foul line. Rue Campbell is. I'd like to see Emily Brazier, my own daughter. I'd like to see Reese Wilson's probably one of the best undersized post players you'll see. She has to play that position, but she does it well. But you just got to have some of these youth step up to where you kind of start looking more like a Loretto squad that's got a lot more, they've got kids that have been playing a little longer, played together a little longer. And I think that's kind of the difference in those 2 squads. That's the best I can kind of compare it to. Just need time, just need some depth. I trust Coach Gene. I think this bunch will be where you want them to be come tournament time. Yep,
they're playing 9-0, so they've won all their games, and they've won while struggling. That means they can only get better from
That's
here.
right. That's right. You start out, and as we'd said off air, we're down 7-2 at Wayne County, and you're thinking, oh my goodness! And next thing you know, they get it together, start doing some things a little better. It's just AJ. It's just one of those where if we make one less pass, if we make one extra pass, if we take one less dribble and hit that person when they're open instead of it's just little things that I think the youth is starting to figure out. Hey, this is why we're scoring. This is why we're not. And I think it's starting to click, and they're getting to be pretty fun to watch.
This Fayetteville City team coming in at 6-3 overall, a team that's played pretty well at times this season, but when you're looking at 9-0 against 6-3, it can be a little bit deceiving because this team's got a lot of talent and can play up and down the court just like Summertown.
Yeah. They're going to run. They're going to move. Now the good thing you got, and of course Summertown's going to have this against a lot of teams they play. Looking out. I don't see anybody that I think they can stop Burdett with. And I don't see a lot of kids on any team that I think you can stop Burdett with. But when all else fails, it's kind of like what I said on our last broadcast. When we played Creekwood, they had a kid that reminded you a lot of Carly Weathers. The kid could score inside, outside. She ended up with 28. Coach Gene got on with me at halftime, and he said, I felt like we defended her well, and I looked down and she had 28. So, when games like those, when all else fails, let's get a good screen, let's get a good seal, let's get it to our big girl. And, I think that's your one edge right here. But I'd like to see them put this thing away early, but a win's a win too.
Busy schedule, as you mentioned. They got this game here tonight. They have the Rogers tomorrow in Alabama. Then they got Lawrence County, a team they haven't seen in a while that they'll be hosting on Friday night. And this is a busy schedule, and when you're playing teams like this as good as they can be, it's going to be emotionally, physically taxing for them these next 5 days.
I agree. But if you're going to win a state tournament, you got to win 3 in a row. So hey, pull your boots on. Let's go.
That's a good way to put it, and it's good to play in these emotional games as well.
Hey, finally got road games.
Hey.
Other than the 3 you guys called in the Thanksgiving tournament, this is our first road game.
Yeah.
Other than at Wayne County.
Yeah. All right, as both teams are getting ready to head to their bench, getting ready for the starting lineups and the national anthem as well. Starting lineup for Summertown is going to be the same as we have seen all season long. Got Carly Campbell, Emily Brazier, Ainsley Burleson, Katie Burdett, and Reese Wilson as we wait for the starting lineups for Fayetteville City. And it's important to call them Fayetteville City since they have city all over their uniforms, their shirts.
I think they're having to read out their code of conducts that I think we're supposed to read them, but we never do at Summertown.
I wonder whose fault that is.
Maybe why nobody acts right at our games.
They are reading the code of conduct because we're waiting on the national anthem to come up here shortly, and then we'll break down this game a little bit more. It's a long-winded code of conduct. It's basically like just don't yell, don't shout obscenities.
Right. Just try to behave.
Try to be, yeah.
Do want to give a big shout-out. It looks like granddad or father and father-in-law, Mr. Brian Long, couldn't be here tonight. So former Lady Eagle, Miss Kaylee Campbell, she's going to be our bookkeeper tonight for both squads, I think.
And that was the national anthem, performed by the CD player, I guess.
Yeah, I tell you, I noticed during the national anthem too, AJ. I knew this team had been this girls program. Boys are usually always pretty stout.
Yeah.
But I'd forgot they made a sub-state appearance this last year, and so you're gonna have to show up ready to play because things are kind of looking a little bit better here in Fayetteville City in girls basketball.
And with the move up to 2A for Summertown, and you mentioned Loretto, it is a different road, but it's not as difficult as what most were anticipating, just looking around at what has happened with all the teams that are in their region right now.
I'll be honest, I don't want to talk bad about other schools or other teams, but if you're Summertown and Loretto girls, I think the boys will be a little bit different.
Right.
But if you're Summertown and Loretto girls, I don't think you're really worried. Now, Coach Jean and Coach Rutledge would not want their kids to know this, but I don't think they're worried about anybody besides each other.
Right. Well, they met how many times last year? 5 times?
Yeah.
Met 5 times last year. Might be meeting 5 times again this year.
And all of them were great except that last one, AJ.
We're not going to bring that up. It was a year ago. As the Tiger plays out here as they are introducing the starting lineups. First off, Alexis Humphrey is going to be your first starter. Isabella Martin is going to be your next starter here for the Lady Tigers. Got a nice facility here.
Wasn't trying to stump you there, but I didn't like Grayson Burleson walking in here with a limp. That's not good if you're the Eagles squad.
Right. Yeah, it might be some gamesmanship, you never know.
Right.
Taking a look at some of the other starting lineups, going to be Amaria Thornton, Gracely Hoagland, and you got Lily Murray.
I'm missing a 23, AJ, that just got announced.
I believe it's Lily Murray, unless my handwriting's terrible. Yeah, Well,
I don't have a 23
yeah,
on
I
mine.
don't have a 23.
So we'll have to wait. I didn't catch her names as being called out, but
Might be Lily Murray. We'll go with that for now. If anyone that's listening knows who number 23 is for Fayetteville City, please let us know. Tip-off comes here. Katie Burdett sends it out to Emily Brazier. She dribbles here at the wing as they set up the play. Now over to Reese Wilson to Ainsley Burleson. Back to Wilson. Wilson now to Brazier here facing the 2-3 zone. She dribbles. Now back out to Burleson. Now to Burdett. She's going to drive the baseline. Kicks it out to Wilson. Now to Brazier. She comes into the paint. Sends out to Carly Campbell. Now down low to Burdett, and she's going to go up and get fouled. Good ball movement there by the Lady Eagles, and Burdett's going to go to the line to shoot two.
And that's what you got to have. You're playing a zone, as most teams AJ's probably going to against the Lady Eagles, just to try to muscle down on Burdett. That should open up some shots, and if you're the Lady Eagles guard, you got to knock them down. Burdett makes her first one.
And it's something that Coach Jeremy Jean has stressed. Free throw making. They've struggled with it at times this season, but Burdett knocks down the first two there. The press put on here by the Lady Eagles. Alexis Humphrey now sends it out to Isabella Martin. Now back to Humphrey. Humphrey's going to cross the timeline. Dribbles slowly. Man-to-man put on here by the Lady Eagles. Sends it back over to Martin. Martin now dribbles at the Tiger logo. Gets a screen. Still dribbles to her right. Is going to get it back out here to Grace Hoagland. Hoagland throws it down low, and it's going to be intercepted by Katie Burdett. Up quickly is Carly Campbell. Campbell now sends over to Emily Brazier. Now down low to Burdett. She holds on to it. She's going to go up and get the first bucket of the game. And just like that, Summertown leads at 4-0 under 7 minutes left to play in the first quarter.
That's a great job by Burdett. She got that rebound, pushed it. Rue Campbell and Emily Brazier have to hold it up. Here comes Burdett running that floor, getting that basket.
Martin now has it here near the Fayetteville logo. Hands it off to Hoagland. Hoagland dribbles, goes into the paint, throws up a floater, back iron no good, and Burdett is going to come down with the rebound. Moving ahead quickly is Carly Campbell crossing the timeline. Now over to Burleson in the corner. Back to Campbell. She's going to try an NBA range three. Back iron no good, but Burleson's going to come down with the rebound. Now over to Brazier. Thinks about a three, drives, and loses that one. That's going to go the other way to the Tigers. Quickly ahead is Humphrey. Humphrey layup, and she's going to get fouled by Burleson. She's going to go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen Brazier on this end pull up that jumper instead of trying to get so deep. I think that's where she lost it. Burleson, I think she probably could have just stayed straight up and just flew by and contested it enough to probably get a missed layup. But when you bring that right hand down, they're usually going to call you with it.
Humphrey hits the first.
Mr. Referee thought we had a sub, but we don't.
Now their benches kind of extend into that area over there. Humphrey's next one rattles out, but then goes back in. So she cuts the lead to 2 or 4-2. Now the press put on here by the Tigers. Wilson's over to Campbell. Campbell to Burleson, crossing the timeline. Picks up her dribble, skip pass over to Wilson. Wilson down low to Burdett, up and in. Just like that, Burdett's got 6.
Great job by Reese Wilson. Kind of threw that the only place that her teammate Burdett could get it.
Humphrey now facing the man-to-man here. She's going to cross the timeline for Fayetteville City. Dribbles now to her left. It's a handoff to Martin. Martin now dribbles to her right, hand off to Hoagland. Hoagland now can drive near the baseline and sends it out to Thornton. Thornton now to Humphrey. She goes into the paint, loses it, stolen away by Reese Wilson. Now here to Campbell. Sends it back to Wilson, now over to Burleson. Now to Brazier, thinks about three, pulls it down. Skip pass over to Campbell. Campbell loses that one, it goes out of bounds, and Fayetteville City will retain possession.
Yeah, not very good there. Whether it's Brazier's pass being too low or Rue trying to catch it and shoot it before she's actually caught it. At some point, you just got to grab it and let's just keep the ball moving, even if you can't get a shot up.
Martin now going to cross the timeline here for the Tigers. Drives and gets this one stolen away by Burleson, comes up with it. And now they're going to call a foul as Burleson was falling backwards. And this one's going to go against Martin, her first, team second. As Wilson now inbounds it to Campbell, now over to Burleson. Burleson drives here. She gets across the timeline.
Referee's letting them play a little handsy.
Campbell skip pass over to Brazier. Brazier back to Campbell. She goes into the paint, goes up, and gets this one blocked there by Murray. Quickly ahead here now to Humphrey. Humphrey pulls it back down. Man-to-man put on by the Lady Eagles. She has it at the Fayetteville City logo. Now dribbles to her left, drives into the paint, and kicks it out to Hoagland. Hoagland steps back out the three-point line, drives left, goes up, gets it partially blocked by Burdett. Murray comes down with it, goes up and in, and the lead is cut to 2 at 6-4. Campbell now ahead to Burleson. Across the timeline. Burleson to Burdett. Now out to Campbell. Campbell back to Burleson. She's going to try a deep three. Front iron, no good. Burdett tried to come down with the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds at Fayetteville City.
It looked good from where we were, AJ. Just a touch short. Summertown's going to go to their half-court trap now. They're just going to drop back and play half-court man.
Showing a bunch of different looks there. You never really know fully what you're going to get until you cross that timeline. As Campbell almost steals this one away. Now checked into the game is Hannah Griffin. She misses that one. Giffen, excuse me. And a rebound comes down to Reese Wilson. Crossing the timeline. Sends it out here to Campbell. Campbell to Brazier. Brazier in the corner to Burleson. She pulls it down, dribbles back out to the wing. Skip pass over to Wilson.
Just keep moving the ball.
Deep three from Campbell. Almost banks that one in. Giffen comes down with the rebound. Now bringing ahead here is Isabella Martin. She's going to cross the timeline. Sends over to Humphrey. Humphrey going to get a screen here by Giffen. Almost a give and go, but sends it back out to Hoagland. Gracie Hoagland has it, guarded by Reese Wilson at the Fayetteville City logo. 3:20 left to play here in the first quarter. Fast-moving first quarter. Martin now goes into the paint, jumpers up, blocked there, believe, and it goes down to Katie Burdett, who sends it ahead here to Campbell. Campbell now to Brazier in the corner for three, and Brazier hits that one. Her first points of the game, leads out to 9-4.
Usually takes her a little longer than that to get a percentage, AJ. I'm proud of her.
As she decided she was open.
But the good thing is we finally got somebody that scored besides Burdett.
That's right. Hoagland here tries to drive on Reese Wilson, and Wilson's going to pick up her first foul.
It's a good call. Reese kind of reached for it and then had to catch back up, try to cut the baseline off. Just kind of slammed into her.
Her first, the team second, Mia Dimwitty going to check in for Wilson. Also checked into the game is Shanika Nance for Fayetteville City. Nance has it, driving to her left, almost knocked away, and does. Good job by Carly Campbell to force the turnover. Now Campbell's going to have it across the timeline. Crossing over, sends over to Brazier. Now in the corner to Burleson. She's going to try a three. Back iron, no good. And Nance is going to come down with the rebound.
Two good looks for Ainsley. She just couldn't get them to fall. She'll start hitting them.
Humphrey has it across the timeline here. Guarded by Burleson, the man-to-man. And Humphrey's going to travel. That's the team's fifth turnover here.
Kind of tiptoed.
Yep. Notice here, Summertown forces a lot of turnovers,
they do.
Both the boys and girls every game. As Campbell crosses the timeline, sends it over to Brazier, back to Campbell, now over to Dimwitty, over to Burleson. 2-3 zone put on here by the Tigers, over to Campbell, thinks about deep three. Now to Brazier. Brazier downloaded Burdett, double teamed, goes up, kicks out to Campbell, and Campbell now going to dribble. Back out to Brazier. Brazier to Burleson, to Dimwitty. On the baseline, that one gets knocked out of bounds by a Marion Forden.
AJ, that whole series, kind of like I was saying. You know the pass is there. Don't hold it and let the defense reset and move it. Keep the ball moving. It's just, one less dribble, one less pass right there, and I think we get a lot better open looks.
Burleson gets the inbounds, dribbles out to the wing, now out to Dimwitty. Has it at the logo, back to Burleson. Now to Campbell. Campbell's going to dribble around to Burleson. She's going to drive the baseline, picks up her dribble. Skip pass over to Brazier. Down low to Burdett. Burdett. Now out to Campbell, thinks about deep three, now to Brazier in the corner, pump fakes. She's going to try a baseline jumper, air balls, but Burleson's there for the rebound, can't get it to go.
Yeah, this bad luck, Brazier, I think Brazier was shocked she was that open, didn't put enough on it, and then Ainsley, I don't think Ainsley realized that she was going to have a rebound and a putback that open.
Nance now drives, puts up a floater, no good, and the rebound comes back out to Nance. Nance dribbles around, the man-to-man still put on Nance. He's going to try a jumper from the free throw line. Can't get to go. A rebound going to be pulled down by Burdett. Quickly ahead to Campbell, now to Burleson. Goes up. Right-handed layup is up and in.
Good job, Ainsley. I think she thought about passing that down to Dinwiddie, but Dinwiddie's defender just stayed with her. Just take it all the way in until they stop you. Good job, Ainsley.
Burleson's first points of the game. They lead at 11-4. Under a minute left to play in the first quarter.
Schaefer set to check in. Probably give Burdett a break here between quarters.
If she gets one as fast as this game's moving. Nance now kicks it out to Giffen. Giffen's going to try a baseline jumper, misses everything. Dinwiddie comes down with the rebound, quickly ahead to Carly Campbell across the timeline. Campbell now to Dinwiddie, over to Burleson, in the corner to Brazier. Pump fakes a three, now going to try a jumper again, almost the same spot, doesn't go.
At least you gave that one a chance.
Yeah. Humphrey now comes across the timeline. Good defense put on by the Lady Eagles. Now Martin thought about three, pulls it down, but travels, so that's a 6th turnover against the Tigers.
Burdette will get a break now. Schaefer gets her.
It's been a very fast-moving first quarter. Just 20 seconds left to play here in the first period.
Coach Jean calling out 4 corners here. Trying to run this clock down, get the last shot.
Brazier has it. Skip pass over to Burleson. Under 10 seconds left. Now over to Brazier. Brazier now to Dinwiddie to Brazier. She's going to try a three from the wing, and she hits it.
Good ball movement that time.
Brazier's got 6, and just like that, Lady Eagles will lead this one 14-4 after 8 minutes of play. When we return, it'll be time for the second quarter here on the X Sports Network.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
A great place to help your house become more of a home is at Story Lee Furniture's Holiday Home Sale. We've got over 3 acres of showroom and a huge on-site warehouse, so we have just about everything you need. Sofas, sectionals, and recliners, bedrooms and dining rooms, mattresses, and accessories. Everything you need to make your house more comfortable, inviting, warm, and cozy. All this plus free delivery too. It's the Story Lee Furniture's Holiday Home Sale, celebrating over 50 years of making homes like yours beautiful.
And back here at Fayetteville City, we start the second quarter as Summertown leads Fayetteville City in girls action here 14-4 after 8 minutes of play. As Humphrey sends it over to Nance. Nance dribbles at the top of the key. Going to drive. Good defense here by Campbell. Sends out the Humphrey. Humphrey's going to drive into the paint. Layup is up. Overthrew it hard off the backboard, and it's going to get knocked out of bounds to Summertown.
I think we just got a gift right there. I don't think that should have been out of bounds on Summertown. I think that should be Fayetteville City's ball.
Not much argument on this side here. As Burleson now brings it over the timeline, sends it ahead to Campbell. Campbell kicks it out to Brazier. Brazier now to Burleson. Now to Abby Jo Schaefer. Still in the game for Katie Burdette. Brazier pulls it down now to Campbell. Campbell now back to Brazier. Sends inside to Schaefer. Schaefer's going to drive and kicks it back out to Campbell. Now to Brazier. Over to Burleson. She's going to try a deep three. Rattles out, no good. And the rebound comes out to Thornton. Head here is Nance, who gets a handoff, crosses over, sends it down low to Thornton. Thornton going to work. Good defense there by Schaefer. And they're going to bring it ahead here. Brazier crossing the timeline.
She just got away with a carry.
Yep. Now over to Campbell. Campbell now dribbles to her left, trying to pass it. Skip pass over to Brazier. She's going to try a three, but no. Sends it over to Burleson. Skip pass now over to Campbell. She's going to try a deep three. Banks it in.
The bank is open.
She tried it earlier, but this time it actually worked. Summertown leads at 17-4, 6:35 remaining here in the second quarter.
Well, I was fixing to call out Ainsley Burleson. She had an open three in the corner. Now, just because she's missed 3, it doesn't matter if she's missed 10. Ainsley's got to keep shooting.
Shot put up here, and it is made by Giffen. Giffen's first points of the game, and the lead's down to 11, 17-6, 6:20 left here in the second. Dinwiddie over to Burleson. Almost stolen away, but Carly Campbell, Johnny on the spot now. Sends it back out to Burleson. Sends it over to Brazier. She's going to try another three. Back iron, no good. Schaefer comes down with the rebound, and now we get a jump ball.
One thing I've noticed, I know you've called a lot of games so far this year too, but have you noticed we're quick to call jump ball and not let a player rip it out?
Yeah, and I've noticed mainly in Lawrence County games the quickness of touch fouls.
Yes.
Now Reynolds just checked into the game and misses everything. Shot it too hard on that one on 3. And the rebound comes out to Martin for the Tigers. Now crossing the timeline, guarded by Campbell. Campbell's been everywhere so far defensively in this game. Now over to Hoagland. Hoagland dribbles out to the wing. Man-to-man put on by Summertown. Hoagland guarded by Reynolds. Down low here to Murray and stolen away by Dinwiddie. The 7th turnover against the Tigers. Now over to Campbell. Campbell to Brazier in the corner. To an open Schaefer. Schaefer goes up. Going to get fouled from behind by Murray. 13th foul against the Tigers, and Schaefer's going to go line to shoot 2.
I don't brag on her enough, but Brazier had a good look, saw a streak in Schaefer's. Good job by Schaefer to hold on that ball, not let it get stripped from her, and get the 2 foul shots out of it, even though she does miss the first one.
Reese Wilson checking in for Emily Brazier. Gets a break after being on the floor for 9.5 minutes. Next one from Schaefer, rattles up and in. Didn't look pretty. Doesn't matter. Goes in, her first point of the game, and it's now a 12-point Lady Eagle lead. 5:30 left in the second. Martin brings her over to timeline. Campbell's touching every pass on everybody she's guarding.
Like a rat on acid.
Now coming up, Giffen. Giffen tries to lay up and in. Giffen's got 4. Lead back down to 10 at 18-8. Press put on by the Tigers as Campbell gets it.
I'll tell you, AJ, this is what the Lady Eagles needed to play. Somebody that's going to be all over them, play tough defense, make you shoot out of a zone, but press you the whole time, too. It's good for us to see.
Reynolds goes up for the layup, and she is fouled, so she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That foul's going to go against Hoagland, her first, team's 4th. Clock stops at 5:01 left in the first half. A very fast-moving first half. First free throw here from Reynolds. It's up, and it's good.
Tell you, Mackenzie Reynolds the other night, our last game against East Hickman, comes off the bench, has 6 big points, and really bails us out of a tough spot, and we were kind of stale in that second quarter.
Next one from Reynolds, rattles out and back in, so she's 2 for 2 from the line.
Brazier and Burdett will check back in and give Carly Campbell and Schaefer a break.
Lady Eagles 5 of 6 from the free throw line so far in this game as they lead it by 12, 20-8. Crossing the timeline here is Isabella Martin. Listens over to Humphrey. Estella Humphrey now guarded by Dimwitty. Giffen hasn't. This one stolen away. Reynolds picks it up. Going to take it the other end. Goes up. Layup doesn't go. And the rebound comes out to Giffen. Giffen sends it over to Hoagland. Hoagland across the timeline with speed, but over to Humphrey in the corner. Down low to Murray. Stolen away. Intercepted by Reese Wilson. It's the 9th turnover against the Tigers. Now over to Brazier, back to Wilson. She thinks about 3, pulls it down. It's Dimwitty. Left-handed 3. Back iron, no good. Burdett comes down with the rebound. She's triple teamed here, trying to pull it up, and we're going to call a jump ball. And that one's going to go to Fayetteville City.
Yeah, a little bad luck right there. Probably could have been called for a hold. But
she draws so much attention in the paint.
And that's the thing. I don't even want to know what our three-point percentage is, but it's not great. But we're going to have to knock down some shots when teams are just going to double team her down low in a zone.
Murray comes up with the rebound on the missed Giffen shot, and Burdett comes down with the rebound. And we're going to get a foul call.
Probably should have been the same thing that should have been called down here when it was called a jump ball, but we'll take it this time.
Murray picks up her 2nd, team's 5th. And Summertown has it. 4:05 remaining here in the second quarter. Wilson dribbles, skip pass over to Brazier, just checked in. Now over to Reynolds. Reynolds on the baseline, and she travels.
Don't get so deep, Pinsy. If you don't have anywhere to go, don't get so deep. Clear it back out.
Thornton is going to check in for Murray here. It's the 4th turnover against the Lady Eagles so far in the first half. Not too bad so far.
And again, we got to start hitting some outside shots because you're going to get them against the zone, especially when they're putting so much focus down low guarding those blocks. Burdett's getting double teamed. You get the right ball movement, and we've got a lot of open looks, but we ain't hit. But what have we made? 3 threes, and one of them got banked in.
Hoagland hits her first points of the game, and the lead's back down to 10 at 20-10. Reynolds notices that's Dimwitty has it. Now over to Reynolds in the corner. Skip pass over to Brazier. She's going to try a 3 from the wing. Back iron, no good, and coming down with the rebound is Giffen.
Again, another missed opportunity.
Martin now going to drive, kicks out to Hoagland. Hoagland goes into the paint, floater, front iron, no good. Thorne comes up with the rebound and gets fouled by Burdett. Burdett's first.
Well, that's on Brazier, not Burdett.
It's on Brazier?
No. The reason Burdett picked up that foul, Brazier didn't do a good job, Burkett, boxing out her player in, I don't know, how did we pronounce that name? Who is shooting the foul shots? I can't see because of her hair.
Thornton.
Okay.
Amaria Thornton.
Well, I couldn't Brazier box her out. None of that happens.
Thornton hits both, so leads down to 8, 20-12, 30-13 left here in the first half. Both sides shooting pretty good from the free throw line so far. Wilson picks up her dribble, now sends over to Brazier. Brazier across the timeline. and gets that one blocked right back. Martin's going to come up with it. Now Humphrey has it. Sends it over to Hoagland. Hoagland at the wing, throws it down low to Thornton. Thornton drives on Burdett, airballs it. Good defense there by Burdett. Campbell tries to come up with the rebound. Thornton gets it and sends it back out.
Yeah, Carly Campbell basically just got tackled going after that, got her arm held, so she couldn't get to the loose ball. But now Thornton, she's all over the place.
Hoagland now throws it down low to Giffen, overthrows her, gets thrown out of bounds, and has the 10th turnover against Fayetteville City. 2:30 remaining here in the first half. Here in the press, Campbell gets over to Burleson, who crosses the timeline. She's going to drive, go into the paint, layup up, and she's going to get fouled in the process, go to the line to shoot two.
That's a good job by Ainsley Burleson. She was looking to kick out to Brazier on the reverse, but that defender just stayed out. Ainsley just punched it down the middle. She's going to go to the foul line and shoot two. Took it all the way to the rim.
Giffen picks up her first foul, team sixth. Burleson's first free throw, nothing but net. She hits it. She's got 3 points. Team kind of cold from the field, but playing good defense and hitting their shots from the free throw line is right when I say it, she misses. So that's on me, ladies and gentlemen. Hoagland has it.
I'm usually the jinx.
Hoagland has it across the timeline. Dribbles guarded by Campbell. Campbell just all over whoever's she's guarding. Martin now has it guarded by Burleson. Now back to Hoagland. Hoagland gets a screen. Thinks about stepping back for a three, but pulls it down. Humphrey now has it. Sends it back to Hoagland. Hoagland, floater in the lane again. That's her shot. Rattles out, no good. Giffen comes up with a rebound, and she'll be fouled.
I think it's on Brazier.
It is going to go against Brazier. Her first, the team's fourth. And Hannah Giffen's going to go to the line to shoot two. Giffen with 4 points so far in the game. First shot is up. Nothing but net. And here comes the next one from Giffen. Rattles around and in. So the Tigers are 8 for 8 from the free throw line. They've cut the lead to 7 at 21-14. A minute 50 left in the first half. Press put on here by Fayetteville City. Now to Campbell. Campbell crosses the timeline over to Burleson. She's going to go into the
Gets
paint.
knocked around, no call.
Misses. Burdett comes up with the rebound. Back iron, no good. And Giffen comes down with the rebound. First missed shot by Katie Burdett in this one.
Yeah, Ainsley kind of got turned around on that. A lot of contact going up.
Like you said, the officials are letting a few things play here, trying to keep the flow of the game alive. Thornton's going to try a jumper. Banked it in, but they say she traveled, so that's the 11th turnover against Fayetteville City here so far. Wilson sends it in to Ainsley Burleson. She picks up her dribble. Now over to Campbell across the timeline. She dribbles out the top of the key, sends over to Brazier. Brazier down low to Burdett. Burdett spins, backs down to defender, up and in.
Good job. When all else fails, AJ, that's a pretty good game plan to go to.
Burdett's got 8, and the lead's back out to 9. 23-14, under a minute left to play in the first half. Martin crossing the timeline. Good defense there by Campbell, knocks it out of bounds, and possession will stay with Fayetteville City. 11 turnovers to 5. Summertown's defense playing pretty good. Thornton gets the inbounds and sends it back out to Giffen. Giffen has it at the Fayetteville logo, now over to Martin. Over to Humphrey. Humphrey guarded by Brazier. She's now going to drive into the paint. Sends out the Thornton baseline jumper, no good. Coming up the rebound, though, is Martin.
I tell you better be ready to box Thornton out when a shot goes up because she's all over the place getting a rebound.
She gets her next shot blocked by Burdett. Brazier comes up with it.
You can call timeout, Em. You can call timeout, Coach. Let's don't turn the ball over right there. Oh, my goodness.
Jump ball called there as Giffen got the steal, tried to put it up, tied up, so the ball will come out to Summertown. 27.3 seconds remaining here in the first half. Leading by 9, 23-14. Burleson picks up the dribble, now over to Reese Wilson. Wilson down the middle, Carly Campbell, now to Brazier. Brazier's going to stop, pop for three, front iron, no good.
That's not the shot we want with Burdett down low.
10 seconds left here. Burleson almost steals it. Goes out of bounds on her. And Fayetteville City will retain possession. 9 seconds remaining here in the first half. Hoagland sends it into Giffen. Giffen almost traveled there. Now sends it back to Hoagland. Now down low to Thornton. Thornton sends out to Humphrey. Humphrey driving the baseline. Throws a prayer up, and she's going to get fouled.
1.1 second to go. Got a chance to bring this to a 7-point lead for Summertown. Now misses that first one.
Yep. The foul goes against Wilson, her second, team's fifth. Comes the next here from Humphrey. It's up. She swishes it. 23-15 is the lead. Now to Burleson. Burleson just going to let that one go. So after 16 minutes of play, Summertown goes into halftime, leading this one by 8, 23-15. When we return, it'll be time for the second half here on the X Sports Network.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
Are you craving some fresh steak? Stryker Steakhouse has a great selection of fresh steak, chicken, and more. Catering options are also available for events such as weddings, holiday parties, and corporate events. We are ready to serve your large group with exceptional food in our party room too. Stop in at Stryker Steakhouse for the best steak in Middle Tennessee at 321 Cruz Street, or give us a call at 931-244-7457 to ask about catering options or party reservations. That's Stryker Steakhouse in Lawrenceburg.
Hey folks, this is Fred Webb, principal broker and owner of United Country Southern Tennessee Realty in Lawrenceburg. Your local Realtree Land Pro agent specializing in country homes, farms, and land. If you're thinking about selling or would like a free comparative market analysis to see what your property is worth, please give us a call at 931-244-7126. We market your property worldwide to get you the most exposure, which in turn gets you the highest price in the shortest amount of time. Visit us at southernTandRealty.com.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street, next to the courthouse.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
It's time for fun facts. Today we're heading to New Mexico. New Mexico is home to the first atomic bomb, where Robert Goddard tested some of his rocket ship models, and where a UFO might have crashed in the town of Roswell. So is there a connection? You decide. New Mexico is our 47th state, entering the Union on January 6, 1912. Here are 5 fun facts about New Mexico. 1. So, New Mexico is so dry that 3/4 of its roads aren't even paved because they don't wash away. 2. The Palace of Governors in Santa Fe is the oldest government building in the country. Seriously, it dates back to 1610. 3. The Pueblos of the Southwest have lived in the same location longer than any other culture in the country. There are 19 Pueblo groups with 4 distinct languages, and Taos Pueblo is one of the oldest continuously occupied communities in the United States. Some of their buildings are actually over 900 years old. Number 4. There are over 25,000 Anasazi sites in New Mexico. Number 5. In parts of north central New Mexico, they still speak a form of 16th century Spanish, and it actually isn't spoken anywhere else in the world. They're descendants of the Spanish conquistadors who came in search of Aztec gold. And there you have it, 5 fun facts about New Mexico. See you next time on Fun Facts.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie. And we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
Hey friends, this is Barry Doss. Over the past 30 years, Doss Brothers Incorporated has grown from its humble beginnings to working daily to build the future of Lawrence and surrounding counties. From breaking ground to opening day, Doss Brothers has been there every step of the way for many businesses, industries, and homeowners in our community. With nearly 40 years under our belt and the blessing of every new day, we strive to keep building the foundation of our communities tomorrow. We are Doss Brothers, proudly building progress in Southern Tennessee.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
And welcome back here to Fayetteville City. After 16 minutes of play, the Lady Eagles of Summertown leading Fayetteville City 23-15. Taking a look at some of the first half statistics. Lady Eagles 7 of 24 from the field. Leading all scorers is Katie Burdett with 8. Emily Brazier's got 6. Carly Campbell and Ainsley Burleson each with 3. Mackenzie Rollins with 2. And Abby Jo Schaefer with 1. They are also 6 of 8 from the free throw line. On the other side for the Fayetteville Tigers, it's Alexis Humphrey with 3. Hannah Giffen with 6. Amaria Thornton with 2. Lily Murray with 2. And Gracie Hoagland with 2. They are 7 of 8 from the free throw line, but just 4 of 20 from the field. And Clint Brazier joining me here on the X Sports Network, and not a pretty shooting performance from either side here in the first half.
Well, it's not, and if you're the Lady Eagles, you need to kind of get more prepared for it, because the more you go, I mean, you've got a dominant post. You've got a kid that scored over 1,000 points and got a lot of height to her, and she's really good. And you need to be expecting for teams to press your young guards and then drop back and play some kind of zone, whether it's a 3-2, 1-2-2, or a 2-3 zone, to double down. And somebody's got to step up and want the ball. Somebody's got to step up and have some confidence to start making shots. Brazier's made a couple, and she's not really even the three-point shooter on the team. She's more for defense and ball handling. But Carly's banked one in. But other than that, that's our only 3 3-pointers we've got, AJ. So somebody's got to step up. I look forward to happening here with an 8-point lead starting this second half.
Burleson's known to have a bad half and then come out and just absolutely on fire. Most of the time it's the first half, but we've seen her at times come out in the second half and just be unstoppable. And the Lady Eagles are hoping with an 8-point lead, that's what happens. The buzzer sounds. We're getting ready to play the third quarter of action here as the Tigers will start off with the ball. And it's going to be Alexis Humphrey getting the inbounds, guarded by Emily Brazier. She's going to cross the timeline. Man-to-man put on here by the Lady Eagles. Hands it over to Hoagland, Gracie Hoagland. Now drives to her left, gets a screen, but sends it back out to Humphrey. Humphrey now steps out, guarded by Carly Campbell. Now he's going to hand it off to Isabella Martin. Martin drives to her right at the wing, now in the corner. Almost walks and throws it down low here to Murray. Murray guarded by Burdett. Long pass over to Hoagland. Hoagland drives, throws it up. No good. And we're going to get a foul called against, believe, Murray. Yep, it's going to be Murray. That's her third, team's first of the first half. As the Lady Eagles inbounded quickly. Burleson now over to Reese Wilson, now over to Emily Brazier. They've done a good job breaking the press so far in this game. As Wilson sends it over to Campbell. Campbell now over to Wilson. Wilson drives out to Burleson. Burleson now pulls it down, dribbles back out to Campbell. Campbell dribbling to her left, hands it over to Brazier. Brazier over to Burleson. Burleson, skip pass over to Campbell, open for 3. Campbell hits it. She's got 6. That's her second three-pointer in the game, and the lead's out to 11, 26-15, 6:55 remaining in the third. Double teamed here is Martin. Dribbles to her left across the timeline, trap put on by the Lady Eagles.
Going to get a timeout by Fayetteville head coach.
And the Fayetteville Central calls their first timeout of the game for either side. And with that, we'll take a short break here as well on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
And back here at Fayetteville City, 6:49 remaining in the third quarter. Summertown leading by 11, 26-15.
Backcourt.
And an over and back here called against Fayetteville City. Their first turnover of the second half, 12th of the game. It's also been a difference in this one, Clint. 12 forced turnovers as opposed to 6 on the other end.
It is. That's one good thing you can usually count on. When the shots aren't falling, usually the defense is always there.
Wilson backdoor here to Brazier. Brazier throws one up and gets fouled here by Murray, and Murray's already picked up 4.
Murray just got lucky she didn't get a technical right either.
Right.
Just random headbutted Reese Wilson in anger trying to get off the floor.
If this would have been Lawrence County on Friday night, she might have already
I heard it got a little wild, especially in that men's game.
It did. It got a little wild. They weren't too lenient with the girls either. Brazier, it's the first of 2. She's got 7. And Murray's going to take a seat. Is Hannah Giffen going to check into the game for the Tigers?
Giffen's had a good job for Fayetteville coming off the bench. 5 stats aren't mistaken.
6 points there, and the next one off the front iron, no good. Burleson comes down with the rebound. She misses. And Brazier's going to come up with the rebound, comes out with it, sends it out to Campbell. Campbell drives, now kicks it out to Brazier. Now over to Campbell.
Move it. See, don't hold it. That's where we don't hold. We can't hold it right there. When you've got a double team, we're in a zone. Kick it back. Somebody's open.
Burleson in the corner for three off the side of the backboard. And the rebound is going to come out then, but Isabella Martin. Martin's going to cross the timeline, guarded by Carly Campbell. Man-to-man put on here. It's been stiff all game long here for the Lady Eagles. Martin looking for somebody and finds Hoagland. She's going to throw it down low to Thornton. Thornton guarded by Burdett. Burdett gets a hand on it. Thornton now going to kick it out to Giffen for three. Giffen rattles out, no good. And the rebound is going to come out here. Campbell with speed ahead to Burleson. Burleson skip past to Brazier. Brazier down low, good save by Burdett. Right-handed hook shot in the lane, doesn't go. Wilson comes up with the rebound, and we got a jump ball situation. It's going to stay with Summertown. Campbell going to take it out of bounds. They say white ball, but they really mean Summertown. It's like they're in the nest.
That's right.
Burdett now sends over to Wilson. Wilson now back out to Campbell. She's going to try another three. Front iron no good. Wilson kicks it out to Brazier.
Good job by Reese, just keeping it alive.
Now down low to Burdett. Left-handed hook shot no good. And it's going to get knocked out of bounds to Summertown.
Tell you, if you got referees that'll let them play a little bit more physical, Thornton's doing a good job on basically just trying to keep Burdett shut up. She's going to let a three fly.
Back iron no good. It looked good, but Burleson comes up with the rebound. She throws up, and she's going to get fouled and go to the line to shoot two.
I don't know if that's the first in her career, but it's the first I've ever called.
It looked good. It looked like it was online.
Hey, Burdett, you watch her in warm-ups. She'll sit out there and fill them up.
First free throw from Burleson's up, front iron, and doesn't go in. Just 1 of 3 from the line. Now checking into the game is going to be Shanika Nance. Going to check in for Gracie Hoagland. Actually, it's going to be Isabella Martin that's going to come out. I believe that was Martin that got charged with the foul, her second, team's third here in the second half. And Burleson hits the next. She's 2 for 4 from the line. She's got 5 points. As Mia Dimwitty's going to check in for Burleson. Also to mention the UT Southern women's basketball coaching staff in attendance tonight. They can't officially say who they're recruiting, but we have well, I don't know how the NAIA rules work, but knowing the NCAA you can. Nance jumper at the free throw line, no good. Pulled down by Burdett, quickly ahead to Carly Campbell. Campbell moves, but brings it back out. Throws it down low to Reese Wilson. Wilson triple team. Out to Dimwitty. Dimwitty saves it and sends it over to Campbell. Campbell now over to Dimwitty. Skip pass over to Brazier. Down low to Burdett. Burdett on the low block. Sends it out to Campbell. Now to Dimwitty. Left-handed three. Rattles out, no good. Burdett comes down with the rebound. She turns. Sends over to Brazier. Brazier driving the baseline. Sends over to Wilson. Baseline jumper. It's in. First points of the game for Reese Wilson.
A lot of effort on that possession. Missed some shots, but stayed after it. Got some tip-aways. Got some offensive rebounds. Kept it going. Nice job by Reese knocking it down. And she does just pick up that foul.
Yeah. Her third of the game is now checking in is Olivia Riggs for Wilson. That's only the team's first foul here in the second half. 4:28 remaining here in the third. Nance gets it quickly across the timeline. We'll send it out to Gracie Hoagland. She's now going to drive to her left, goes up, throws it up, no good, and the rebound's going to come out to Humphrey. Alexis Humphrey now to Thornton. Thornton, that one rattles home and in.
Got just enough touch off the back of the iron just to kind of turn it into a knuckleball and roll in.
Cuts the lead to 13, 30-17, 4 minutes remaining here in the third. Dimwitty now to Campbell. Campbell now sends it over to Riggs. Riggs back to Campbell. And Campbell's not going to dribble here at the wing. Now crosses over, spins. Now back out to Riggs. Riggs to Brazier, over to Dimwitty, down low to Burdett. Burdett, right in, a hook shot in the lanes, up and in.
Good ball movement, good seal by Burdett, good spin and score.
Leads out to 15, 32-17. First one, the double digits in the game is Burdett. She's got 10. Nance now being double teamed, sends it out to Giffen. Giffen back to Nance. Thinks about a long range three, but now drives. Jumper from the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Riggs. And Riggs sends it out to Campbell. Campbell moving ahead. Beautiful behind the back move here. And tries to throw it into Dimwitty. Saves it. Now back to Campbell. Campbell over to Riggs. And Riggs loses control of it. That's going to be an over and back. Only their first turnover of the second half. Their 7th of the game. And Fayetteville City will retain possession. 3:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Hoagland now taking it out of bounds. Sends it into Shaniqua Nance. Almost steps on the timeline there, but just in the clear by a couple inches. Dribbles now, drives to her left, throws it in the Thornton, guarded by Burdett. Thornton goes up, blocked by Burdett again. That has to be the 5th or 6th block she's had in this game.
That's a great thing about Burdett. She doesn't even have to get off the floor. Oh, come on, Olivia.
And Olivia Riggs gets that one stolen away by Nance, and Nance is going to bring it over the timeline. Nance.
I think Olivia thought that ball was going out of bounds, and it kind of bounced right back down in front of her.
Oakland tries a shot, doesn't go. Giffin's going to throw one up, and she's going to get fouled.
I don't know if that's going to be on Brazier or Dinwiddie. They were both right there, kind of sandwiched her. It's going to be on Brazier, I think.
Yep. It's Brazier's second, the team's second here of the second half. 2:39 remaining in the third. Lady Eagles leading by 15, 32-17. First free throw from Giffen is up, and it's in. She's 3 for 3 from the line. She's got 9 points. As Burleson's going to check in for Riggs. Riggs giving some good minutes there for the Lady Eagles. Next one here from Hannah Giffen. Throws it up, and it's in. Nothing but net. She's 4 for 4 from the line. She leads the Tigers with 10 points. 13-point Lady Eagle lead, pressed on by the Tigers. That one's thrown away. Intercepted by Giffen. Now Giffen sends over to Hoagland. Hoagland here with the trap put on by the Lady Eagles. Gets it back to Giffen across the timeline to Nance. Nance thinks about three, now going to drive to her right. Throws it to Thornton. Thornton with the jumper in the lane, no good, but Thornton's going to come down with the rebound.
Thornton's everywhere.
Yeah.
Thank goodness she'll throw it away as much as we are.
Second turnover of the second half for the Tigers. They're 13th of the game, and Jeremy Jean is going to call his first time out of the game. And with that, we'll take a short break as well here on the X Sports Network.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at Fayetteville City, Lady Eagles leading the Tigers 32-19, 2:12 remaining here in the third quarter. Inbounds now, Campbell to Brazier. Brazier inside the Burleson. Burleson drives. Layup, front iron, no good. Coming down with the rebound is Thornton.
Ainsley had the shot at the elbow, and I don't think she realized she was that open. Then she got a pretty good look driving in, just couldn't get it to fall.
Nance being trapped here and gets that one intercepted by Burleson. Burleson drives, throws it up, gets blocked, but Brazier comes down with the rebound. She comes up, and she's going to get fouled here by Alexis Humphrey, her first, the team's fourth.
Calling that foul on the floor.
Yeah.
Don't really understand that one. But
I swore that was going to be a foul. Or I swore the shooting foul, right. I should say. Jeremy Jean calling out the play here.
That's one thing I love about Coach Jean. I think he knows that should be a shooting foul, but Coach Jean's not going to go on a referee unless he has to.
And the jumper falls for Burdett. She's got 12, and the lead is out to 15 again, 34-19, the largest of the game for the Lady Eagles. Minute 35 remaining in the third as Humphrey brings it across the timeline. Humphrey driving to her left into the lane, gets stolen away there by Campbell. Burdett picks it up, hands it over to Brazier. Brazier ahead to Campbell, over to Burleson. Burleson, now skip pass over to Brazier, over to Dimwitty. Dimwitty drives the baseline, sends it over to Brazier. Straight away three, knocks it down as she was getting knocked down. Brazier's got 9, and the lead is the largest of the game at 18, 37-19. 1:05 remaining here in the third. Humphrey inside the Thornton. Thornton goes up, blocked by Burdett again, and Burdett comes down with it. Now ahead here to Campbell. Campbell crossing the timeline. Dribbles into the paint, spins out to Burleson. Burleson's going to try a deep three. Front iron, no good. Burdett comes down with the rebound. Kicks it out to Campbell. Campbell for three, nothing but net. Campbell's got 9, largest of the game, 42-19. For the Lady Eagles. 35 seconds remaining here in the third. Hoagland has it, driving the baseline to her left, throws up the floater, back iron, no good. Coming up with the rebounds, Carly Campbell gets that one knocked away, comes down with it, knocked out of bounds, and will stay with Fayetteville City.
You know, for the first time, that's one good thing we've got out of this Fayetteville squad, no matter how much, if we end up winning or not, they play very aggressive, they're in shape. This is the tiredest I've seen Emily Brazier, Carly Campbell, Mia Dinwiddie, and Ainsley Burleson look.
And they're winning by 21. So
right.
That's a pretty good sign here. Thornton loses that one, knocked out of bounds by Campbell. Tigers will retain possession, 16.6 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Isabella Martin taking it out of bounds here for the Tigers. Sends it in to Giffen. Giffen now back out to Martin. Martin thinks about three, pulls it down, sends it out to Oglen. Oglen. She's at the Fayetteville City logo, 8 seconds remaining. Driving to her left now. Hands it over to Martin, knocked away by Brazier. Martin now down low to Thornton. Thornton throws one up at the buzzer, doesn't go.
Good defense to finish out that quarter.
So after 24 minutes, it's all Summertown heading into the fourth, leading to 40-19 by 21. When we return, it'll be time for the fourth quarter here on the X Sports Network.
A great place to help your house become more of a home is at Story Lee Furniture's Holiday Home Sale. We've got over 3 acres of showroom and a huge on-site warehouse, so we have just about everything you need. Sofas, sectionals, and recliners, bedrooms and dining rooms, mattresses, and accessories. Everything you need to make your house more comfortable, inviting, warm, and cozy. All this plus free delivery too. It's the Story Lee Furniture's Holiday Home Sale, celebrating over 50 years of making homes like yours beautiful.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
Starting the fourth quarter here, Summertown leading the Fayetteville girls 40-19 as we start the fourth quarter. Isabella Humphrey has it across the timeline here for the Tigers. Now sends over to Isabella Martin. Going to get a screen here from a Marion Thornton. Almost walks there. Thornton on the low block, guarded by Burdett. Burdett blocks it again. Giffen throws up a shot. That one's blocked by Burdett.
Chase it down, Ainsley.
And Ainsley Burleson comes up with it. Skip pass over to Brazier. Brazier saves it. Now down low to Dimwitty. Dimwitty kicks it out to Campbell. Deep three. Campbell hits it. She's got 12, and the lead is out 43-19. 7:20 remaining here in the game.
Yeah, Carly's got hot here in this second half, and it was much needed.
And we got a foul called here against Campbell. That's only Campbell's first. That's the team's, I believe, second or third here in the second half. As well as Campbell's been all over the place, I'm surprised that's her first foul, but she's been very good on defense.
I was shocked when I looked up and saw that was her first foul.
Martin has it at the Tiger logo, sends it over to Humphrey. Humphrey driving to her left, gets that one stolen away by Burleson. Burleson comes up with it. Jump ball called, and it will go to Summertown. 5th turnover forced here in the second half, 16th of the game against the Tigers.
That's a great job by Ainsley. Came in, just kind of picked it out of the back door, tied it up.
Lily Murray going to check into the game. She's got 4 fouls, the only one really in foul trouble in this whole game. Good press break here. Campbell comes out of the low block, but sends it back out to Brazier. Brazier skip past to Burleson. Now down low to Burdett. Burdett goes up, and it's in.
Good job. Just get her something she can handle, AJ.
I believe that is 14 in the game for Burdett. Leads out to 45-19. 26-point lead here for the Lady Eagles. Murray goes down low, off the glass. No good. Burdett comes up with the rebound. Now sends over to Ainsley Burleson. She's going to bring it quickly over the timeline. Now over to Brazier. She's going to try a three. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Campbell. That doesn't go. And it comes out to Giffen. Hoagland now sends it over to Martin across the timeline. This press and this defense overall been very effective here for the Lady Eagles. Martin sends it over to Humphrey. Humphrey tries to get it into Murray. Good denial there by Burdett, and I believe she got a hand there on it. But Murray's going to come up and get the rebound and the putback. She's got 4 points. Lead cut to 45-21. Burleson now in the Burdett jumper in the lane. Back iron no good, but Campbell comes up with the rebound.
She's everywhere.
Now to Brazier, open for three. Back iron no good, and Murray's going to come up with the rebound. There's Oakland. Dribbles. Now sends it out to Martin. Good pressure put on by the Lady Eagles. 5:30 remaining in the game. Lady Eagles leading by 24. Now over to Humphrey. Humphrey now driving to her left, guarded by Campbell. Campbell sends it over to Hoagland. Hoagland guarded by Burleson. Now over to Humphrey. Humphrey guarded by Campbell here in the man-to-man. Drives. Floater in the lane. Blocked by Burdett. Head to Campbell. Campbell drives. Throws up the layup, and it's no good. Rebounded by Martin. And Martin now going to have it. Guarded by Campbell. It's over across the timeline. I bet Burdett, if we could keep blocks, she would probably have a triple-double at this point.
You know, I'm trying to think. Coach Gene, I think he's only called one timeout in this game.
The other side's only called one timeout as well. It's been a pretty fast, well-flowing game. Brazier now in the corner to Dimwitty. Dimwitty now back to Brazier. Over to Burleson.
Looks like Coach Gene's fixing a sub 3. Maybe start getting some people off of here.
Deep 3 from Burleson. She hits.
That'll be a good one to get them in on. Ainsley hits her first 3, I think, and Summertown goes up 48-21.
Burleson, I believe, has 7. Now to Humphrey. Humphrey gets that one blocked away by Brazier. This one's going to quickly go ahead to Burleson. Burleson now to Burdett, and she gets pummeled there by Murray, but they're going to call a travel. That's the 11th turnover against the Lady Eagles as Olivia Riggs, Reese Wilson, Mackenzie Reynolds going to check in for Burdett, Campbell,
and Brazier.
Hogan trying to get it in, does here to Shanika Nance. Shanika has it across the timeline, crosses, now sends out to Oakland, thinks about a deep 3, pulls it down. Throws it down low to Murray. Murray loses it. Martin comes up with it and throws it up and in. Only the first points of the game for Isabella Martin. Leads back down the 25, 48-23. Riggs now driving the baseline. Kicks it over to Reynolds. Now over to Wilson. Wilson down low to Dimwitty. To Burleson. She's going to try another 3.
Bottom.
And she hits it.
She's found her stride.
And Jeremy Jean is going to call a 30-second timeout. And with that, we're going to take a break here as well on the X Sports Network.
Are you craving some fresh steak? Stryker Steakhouse has a great selection of fresh steak, chicken, and more. Catering options are also available for events such as weddings, holiday parties, and corporate events. We are ready to serve your large group with exceptional food in our party room too. Stop in at Stryker Steakhouse for the best steak in Middle Tennessee at 321 Cruz Street, or give us a call at 931-244-7457 to ask about catering options or party reservations. That's Stryker Steakhouse in Lawrenceburg.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at Fayetteville City, 3:30 remaining here in the contest. Summertown leading it by 28, 51-23. Well on their way to a 10-0 start here for the 2021-22 season. As Nance brings it across the timeline for Fayetteville City, drives, kicks out to Murray. Murray's going to drive, guarded by Schaefer, throws it up, no good, rebounded by Ainsley Burleson. Burleson now sends it over to Mia Dimwitty. Dimwitty into the paint, drives, throws up a layup, no good. Schaefer comes up with it. That one's no good. Burleson comes down with the rebound. Now sends it out to Riggs, who misses, and Schaefer comes down with the rebound. Now to Dimwitty. Dimwitty over to Burleson, now to Schaefer. Schaefer here to Riggs. Riggs. Now out to Reynolds, to Burleson. Now to Reynolds. Out to Dimwitty. Dimwitty drives. Throws out to Reynolds in the corner. She drives. Throws that one up, and she's going to get fouled by Murray. And that's going to be her 5th.
I was going to say, she didn't have many to work with.
No. She's been living dangerously the whole game, as now Maria Thornton's going to check in for her.
You know, earlier I give a shout out while we've got a little break in the action. I said big shout out to former Lady Eagle Kaylee Campbell. She's our bookman for girls team. Probably will be for the boys team since her little brother Cole's on that team. But I was hoping nothing was wrong with Brian Long, and he's been texting me and he said, "You guys are doing great, but I just needed a night off." So Brian, I hope we're doing it justice.
Reynolds misses the first.
Ainsley will think her night's done. Her cousin Braylee Burleson, she'll check in for her. All the starters are now officially out. She makes the second one, AJ. Does Reynolds.
She's got 3 points in the game, all coming from the free throw line. 52-23 is the lead. 2:30 remaining here in the contest as Martin guarded by Riggs. Now hands it over to Hoagland. Hoagland now driving to her left. Kicks it out to Martin. Martin gets a screen from Hoagland, but pulls down the dribble. Back out to Giffen. Giffen, the Tigers' leading scorer. And we're going to get a foul called against Braley Burleson.
Kind of late in the game to be calling something that touchy, in my opinion, but I'm not wearing a patch that says TSSAA either, AJ.
Well, call that with 2:16 remaining in a 29-point game. It's
especially when you have it all night.
Yep. So Hoagland throws that one up in the lane, almost goes in, but Schaefer's going to come down with the rebound. Sends it out here to Reynolds. Reynolds quickly ahead to Burleson, throws it up and in.
Good job, Braley Burleson, running the floor. Good job, Kenzie Reynolds, kicking it down to her on the street. That's a tough left-handed finish there.
Leads out to 31, 51, 54 to 23, 150 remaining here in the fourth, and this one's stolen away by Abby Jo Schaefer. Now to Burleson, and that one gets intercepted by...
Burleson was trying to return the favor to Reynolds. And
it's like Trevor Lawrence against the Titans yesterday. Threw it right to her. As Martin has it at the top, near the timeline at the Fayetteville logo. Sends it back over to Nance. Nance gets a screen, drives into the paint, and throws that one up and in.
Good shot.
Nance's first points of the game. Cuts the lead down to 29, 54, 25, a minute 20 remaining. As Riley Buckwood into the game, sends it over to Riggs. Burleson's going to try a three. Front iron no good. Schaefer comes down with the rebound. Can't get that one to go. Now to Buckwood. Riggs, Burleson, Reynolds. Now back to Burleson. Burleson over to Riggs. She's going to try a three, and she hits it.
Good shot, Olivia. Good ball movement by the Lady Eagles.
Her first points of the game, and it is a 32-point lead, 57 to 25. Nance across the timeline here as we come up on 50 seconds remaining. Nance dribbles, sends it out to Giffen straight away. She's going to try a three. Back iron no good, and Schaefer comes down with the rebound. Giffen hasn't hit a shot in the first half, but she's going to get fouled there by Schaefer, and Giffen's going to go to the line to shoot two.
Got three more Lady Eagles set to check in, AJ.
I don't see anyone on the last roster I have, so you'll have to help me
out
with some of these. First one from Giffen is up. Back iron no good.
Chloe Heatherly. Let's see.
Hannah Jones.
Hannah Jones.
And
55 is Chloe Heatherly.
Okay. Is Lauren Howell?
Lauren Howell would be number 30 who checked in.
Okay. And that is Jones. It's going to send it in to Howell. Howell now over to Burleson. Over to Heatherly. Heatherly threw it to Burleson, who tripped over herself. As they're going to go back the other way. Thornton to Hoagland, loses it. Nance baseline jumper, misses everything off of Thornton's hands and out of bounds. That's going to go to Summertown.
Tell you, the 31-point lead really doesn't do it justice because Fayetteville City's played really tough. They played really fast. They've gave Lady Eagles a lot of problems. They're just not very deep. We got about 5 to 7 kids that you kind of trust scoring the ball for them. But kids like Thornton and Nance, I mean, their ball handling is really good, and they're all over the floor. Come up with another turnover there is Nance.
Nance throws one up at the buzzer, and she hits it. She finishes with 4 points. That's how the game is going to end. Summertown improving to 10-0 on the season with a 57-28 win over the Fayetteville City Tigers, who drops to 6-4 on the year. Four Lady Eagles in double figures: Carly Campbell, Emily Brazier, Ainsley Burleson, and Katie Burdett. 4 of the 5 starters ended in double figures as they lead them en route to this 29-point victory here tonight. Clint Brazier, final thoughts here on the girls' game.
Well, like I said, it's a good road trip to make because you should have won the game, and they did win the game. It got a little dicey there in the first half. It kind of looked a little sloppy. But we saw what we needed to see, AJ. We needed a team that would get all in us, pressing the ball, that would play a little physical. That's what they did. We saw a team that would drop back and play a 2-3 zone that would really put emphasis on doubling up on Burdett and make our guards have to hit some outside shots. Now, they didn't do it too well in the first half. Second half, they started knocking down shots. It was great to see Ainsley Burleson knock down 2 big shots, her last 2 shots before she got taken out. So, you know, it's a good trip to make on a Monday night. I hope we can do it again tomorrow night.
They improved to 10-0 on the season. The boys are going to see if they can improve to 10-0 on the season here in about 15 minutes.
Looks like they're going to have to do it without Grayson Burleson. I'll have to go down and do some research on that and see what he's heard in practice or something.
We will get the update here, and we'll see you guys back here in a few minutes for the boys' game between the Eagles and the Tigers. This is AJ Good and Clint Brazier here on the X Sports Network.
Hey folks, this is Fred Webb, principal broker and owner of United Country Southern Tennessee Realty in Lawrenceburg. Your local Realtree Land Pro agent specializing in country homes, farms, and land. If you're thinking about selling or would like a free comparative market analysis to see what your property is worth, please give us a call at 931-244-7126. We market your property worldwide to get you the most exposure, which in turn gets you the highest price in the shortest amount of time. Visit us at southerntandrealty.com.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome to the Funky Fact Files, where we share some of the funkiest facts you're ever going to hear. Sharks have been around for an estimated 450 million years. That makes them older than the dinosaurs. And there are some 500 species of sharks. And while some people are understandably afraid of sharks, we shouldn't be. In fact, cows are deadlier than sharks. Yes, cows. Here's our list of the top 5 funkiest facts about sharks. Number 5. Sharks don't sleep, at least not like humans do. They have active and restful periods and go into a semi-conscious state. This means that most of them never stop moving. Great whites are known to travel over 2,500 miles without stopping or eating for days. Number 4. Sharks have a lot of teeth. Some have up to 15 rows of teeth, and over their lifetime, sharks will grow up to 50,000 teeth. Of course, it's because they lose them over time. It's not like they have 50,000 teeth in their mouth. Number 3. Sharks have a sixth sense. It's true. They can smell, see, hear, taste, and feel. But they can also detect the electrical pulses of their prey. Number 2. Sharks don't have any bones. They're just cartilage and muscle. And number 1. Sharks come in many shapes and sizes. There's the ninja lantern shark that is all black and glows in the dark. The creepy looking goblin shark. The hammerhead shark. The saw shark. The frill shark. Ugh, gross. And the basking shark. They can be as small as the 6-inch dwarf lantern shark and as large as the great white shark, and the filter feeders like the megamouth and the whale shark. However, the largest shark ever was the megalodon. It's like the really big brother of the great white. But don't worry, it went extinct like 3 million years ago. We hope. And there you have it, 5 funky facts from the Funky Fact Files. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and enjoy all the other videos we have to offer.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street, next to the courthouse.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie, and we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
Hey friends, this is Barry Doss. Over the past 30 years, Doss Brothers Incorporated has grown from its humble beginnings to working daily to build the future of Lawrence and surrounding counties. From breaking ground to opening day, Doss Brothers has been there every step of the way for many businesses, industries, and homeowners in our community. With nearly 40 years under our belt and the blessing of every new day, we strive to keep building the foundation of our communities tomorrow. We are Doss Brothers, proudly building progress in Southern Tennessee.
This is the X Sports Network.
People come to enjoy the hiking trails, while Yellowstone National Park is located in the northwest corner of Wyoming. It was designated as a national park in 1872 by President Ulysses S. Grant. It was the first national park in the United States and the world. Never before had a country set aside land to be protected and preserved for recreation for generations to come. If you visit Yellowstone National Park, you will quickly see why this park was the first. Yellowstone National Park covers an area of 2.2 million acres. It is one of the most popular national parks and sees over 4 million visitors annually. People come to enjoy the hiking trails, wildlife, and camping. One of the main features of Yellowstone National Park are the natural geysers and hot springs. In fact, half of the world's geysers are located in Yellowstone. Old Faithful is the most famous geyser. Old Faithful naturally erupts about every 90 minutes. It shoots boiling hot water over 100 feet into the air. An eruption can last anywhere from 1.5 minutes to 5 minutes long. It is a popular attraction for tourists. Wildlife is also a main attraction in Yellowstone National Park. It is known for having large numbers of many kinds of megafauna, or large mammals. Over 60 species roam the park. Bears, wolves, bison, deer, bighorn sheep, lynx, mountain lion, and elk can be seen all over and even on the main roads. Be sure to keep all food away from the bears. They are known to take any human food they can find. Over the years, many preservation programs have been set in place for bison and gray wolves. These species numbers were low, but now there are thousands of them thriving in the park. Yellowstone National Park is the ideal place for large mammals to thrive. Yellowstone National Park is one of the most unique national parks in the U.S. It's no wonder over 4 million people visit each year.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
A great place to help your house become more of a home is at Story Lee Furniture's Holiday Home Sale. We've got over 3 acres of showroom and a huge on-site warehouse, so we have just about everything you need. Sofas, sectionals, and recliners, bedrooms and dining rooms, mattresses, and accessories. Everything you need to make your house more comfortable, inviting, warm, and cozy. All this plus free delivery too. It's the Story Lee Furniture's Holiday Home Sale, celebrating over 50 years of making homes like yours beautiful.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody back here to Fayetteville City. The girls improved to 10-0 on the year with a 57-28 win over Fayetteville City. Now it's the boys' turn. They're improved to 10-0 on the season, taking on the Fayetteville City Tigers, who are 5-2 on the year. Summertown coming into this one at 9-0. AJ Good along with Clint Brazier and Clint got a bit of a lineup change here tonight for Summertown. They're going to be missing one of their leading scorers in this one.
You're on the road. You're playing a really talented Fayetteville City bunch, and you're going to have to do it without Grayson Burleson. That found out. I noticed. I think I said it in the girls' game. I said, "Uh-oh, he's coming in the gym limping, and he's not dressed out." And I went and found out he rolled his ankle last night in shoot-around. So going to have to do it with one of your leading scorers and one of your tallest players you've got on the team. And so next man up, somebody's got to step up.
And more than likely you won't see him tomorrow night at Rogers. And they might be trying to rest him up and get that ankle rested up by the time
I'd say be icing and doing whatever
County.
we can for Friday night.
Yep, for when Lawrence County comes to the nest. And that will change up the starting lineup here a little bit.
And it looks like Cole Campbell will start in his spot.
Yep, and he'll be joined by Harrison Gobble, Jake Smith, Gavin Burleson, and Caden Trotter. That's been your original starting five for most of the season. On the other side, you're going to have Braden Hockett, Bryson Johnson, trying to see the rest of them here. You have Isaiah Thomason as well. Can only see about three of them right
Let's see,
now.
I got number 23, Isaiah Thomason. I think you said him.
Yep, Thomason, Bryson Johnson, and Braden Hockett.
Yep, those are all I can see as well.
They are a very impressive bunch to watch in pregame warm-ups. As you said, they won the off-the-bus test.
They did. They look very physical. A lot of players, a lot of height, a lot of speed.
Eagles are definitely going to get tested in this one in a lot of ways. If they're going to stay undefeated, they're going to have to play almost a perfect game against this Fayetteville squad, who pretty much they're good at everything, including football. Won last year's state championship, came very close to one again this year, and they've been very dominant. Kamarion Taylor, another one of the starters here, along with Braden Hockett.
Went to the state tournament, and it looks like 2018, 19, 19, and 20. So always pretty rich tradition here, and especially in men's athletics.
DeAndre Love is going to be your other starter, joining with Bryson Johnson and Isaiah Thomason. They almost look like a college basketball team, like a Division II NAIA D3 school out there right now. Big group of guys, and the Eagles are definitely going to get tested in this one. But as we've seen, the boys can be down in double digits in any game and come back and go on a 20-2 run.
And I think that's one thing that Coach Long is the most proud of in his squad is they don't panic. They don't panic. There's been a lot of times we thought, this thing's fixing to get out of hand. We're going to get blown out. And then they pull back out and win by double digits. Going to have your work cut out for them. I'd say Coach Long's probably going to try to make this a slower paced game than what that girls' game was.
As Burleson kips it back to Campbell. Campbell now over to Jake Smith. Now back to Campbell at the top of the key. Man-to-man put on by the Tigers. Gobble now over here to Caden Trotter. Over to Smith. Smith drives to his right. Back out to Trotter. Thinks about three, now drives. Sends over to Smith in the corner for three, and he hits it.
Good start. Good ball movement against this zone by Fayetteville City.
Quickly ahead, here's Kamarian Taylor. Now over to Braden Hockett. Back to Taylor. Back to Hockett. Hockett's going to try a three from the wing. Back iron, no good, and the rebound is going to come out here to Fayetteville City. Now send it over to Thomason in the corner for three, and he misses everything. And it's going to go out of bounds.
Well, one thing I've noticed, AJ, the two kids that I didn't think would probably be settling for threes against this undersized Summertown team have both jacked up threes. So that may be a good sign if you're Summertown.
A lot of confidence. Here's Harrison Gobble. Now hands it over to Burleson. Burleson drives, goes up, and can't get that one to go. Coming down with the rebound is Thomason. Now bringing it back the other way is Hockett. Hockett's up and in, his first points of the game, and it's a 3-2 Summertown lead. Quickly ahead here, it's Campbell. Campbell now over to Jake Smith and over to Caden Trotter. Thinks about three, pulls it down. Sends it over, and this one's going to be intercepted. Back the other way is Hockett. Hockett goes up. Layup doesn't get it to go. Rebounded by Trotter. Coming back the other way is Summertown. Harrison Gobble now to Campbell. Campbell to Trotter. Pulls down the three. Now down low to Burleson. Burleson goes up and gets that one to go. His first points of the game, and it's a 5-2 Summertown lead. Now bringing it over is Taylor. Fast-paced game here already. 6:25 remaining. Now over to Hockett. Hockett here to Love. Now back to Taylor. Now to Love. Over to Hockett. Thinks about three. Pulls it down. He's going to send it out to Love for three. Back iron, no good. Coming down with the rebound is Thomason, and he gets his first points of the game. 5-4 is the Summertown lead. 6:05 here in the first. Burleson drives. And he loses that one. It's the second turnover against the Eagles.
Yeah, Gavin just dribbling a little bit too much traffic right there.
Johnson has it in the corner, and that one's intercepted by Cole Campbell. Quickly out here is Campbell. Beautiful pass to Jake Smith. That one's blocked there by Thomason. Now to Campbell, and Campbell's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot two.
Could be a big foul, too, because that's on Braden Hockett, I believe.
Yeah.
If you can get him in foul trouble, you gotta like your odds a little more.
Absolutely. This is a very athletic Fayetteville City team. First free throw from Campbell's up, and it's in. It's a good start there, and West Long has made it no secret this team has struggled at the free throw line all season, and they're going to come out with the win with this one. They're going to be near perfect in this one. As Campbell knocks down both, he's got 2 points. The lead's back out the three at 7-4. Quickly ahead, here's Kamarian Taylor. Taylor with it at the wing. Looks like a 2-3 zone put on here by the Eagles. Sends over to Love, over to Hockett. Hockett, skip pass over to Taylor. Taylor's going to try a three, and he hits it. Nothing but lead for Kamarian Taylor, and we're tied up at 7. Gavin Burleson brings it over the timeline, hands it over to Jake Smith. Now over to Trotter. Trotter's going to have to try that three at some point.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
And this pass gets intercepted. On the other way, it's going to be Taylor. He's got 5 points in the first lead of the game for the Tigers at 9-7, 5:15 remaining in the first.
Yeah, whether Trotter buries that or not, he's going to have to shoot it just to show him he will.
Burleson has it. He drives. Goes up. Layup is up and in. He's got 4 points. And the lead, now the game is now tied up at 9 apiece. 5 minutes left in the first. Taylor. He's going to try a jumper, and it's in. He's
got hot.
Quick 7, and it's 11-9, Tiger lead. Now Jake Smith has it across the timeline. Hands it over to Burleson. Burleson double-teamed in the corner. Sends it to Smith. Smith now drives over to Trotter. Trotter thinks about three, pulls it down now over to Cole Campbell. Now over here to Harrison Gobble, over to Burleson. Burleson drives, pulls back. Now over to Trotter. He is going to try a three. Misses everything. And
maybe that's why he passed on the other one.
Yeah, wasn't fully feeling that one as Hockett here brings it across. Euro step up and in. Hockett's got 4 and their lead's out to 4, 13-9. 4:18 remaining here in the first quarter. Burleson sends it over to Trotter, and this one's intercepted here by Johnson. Johnson goes up. Easy layup is up and in. And it's a 6-point lead here by the Tigers. Now Jake Smith has it, sends it over to Gavin Burleson. Burleson across the timeline. Sends over to Trotter, now over to Burleson. He's going to dribble, drives, goes up, throws it up, and in, and the foul.
That's a good answer by Gavin. Had a couple of turnovers there in a row that led to quick points on the other end for Fayetteville City. He finishes the basket. Got and one opportunity to try to bring it back to a 2-point deficit. Weston Pig's going to check in for Harrison Gobble.
Isaiah Thomason picks up his first foul. Now checking into the game for the Tigers. It's Carrion Cush, Jerian Johnson, and Kintius Henderson. And Burleson misses a free throw. 15-11's a Tiger lead. And quickly ahead, here's to Henderson. Henderson goes up. Contested layup, no good. But it's going to come out to Hockett. Hockett now going to send it over in the corner to Grace. That's Johnson for 3. He gets his first points in the game. And 18-11 is a lead as that pass gets knocked out of bounds by Carrion Cush. Stays in possession with Summertown. 3:33 remaining in the first.
Corian Cash, I think he is a all-state football player for this Fayetteville City squad. And you can tell by looking at him, he's very athletic.
Give and go to Trotter. Trotter's layup is up and in. His first points of the game. Leads back down to 5 at 18-13. 3:15 remaining here in the first. Marion Taylor going to bring it across the timeline here. Cash looks like an all-state football player from here. Hockett now over to Cash off his hands, but gets over to Johnson, now back to Taylor. Now to Hockett, 2-3 zone put on by the Eagles, and that's going to be a walk against Hockett. It's the team's second turnover.
You know, if you're Summertown, you're just trying to stay in it, AJ. Trying to be in position in the game when you're undersized, you're undermanned, got a man down. Just give yourself, stay in single digits. That's your goal right here.
Now bringing it across is going to be Weston Pig. Pig here to Burleson. Burleson's layup is up and in, and we're going to get a foul on the end of it. So Burleson, who has 8, is going to go back to the line for an and-1.
Basket will count. I was wondering if they might just give us the ball and call that so late after the shot that we get the ball inbound.
Fouls against Kintius Henderson, his first, the team's third. No fouls on the other end for Summertown. As Burleson trying to get the M1, and he does. He hits that one. He's 1 of 2 from the line. He's got 9 points. And now checking into the game, Kurt Burleson for Caden Trotter. It's like they just keep producing.
They do.
They got a factory of basketball players over there.
Just Burlesons and Campbells everywhere in Summertown.
Hockett's going to try a deep 3, and he hits it.
Quick answer. Quick answer for Hockett.
Hockett's got 7. The lead's back out to 5, 21-16. Gavin Burleson now has it. He's going to cross the timeline. Now going to drive the baseline. Sends it over here to his brother Kurt. Kurt goes up, and he gets that one rejected.
Cousin.
His cousin, Kurt, excuse me. But that one gets stolen away here by Summertown. Quickly ahead, Gavin Burleson, corner 3, front iron no good. But it's going to get knocked out of bounds by Fayetteville City. And Summertown will retain possession, 2:21 remaining.
Yeah, I think Summertown got a gift here. I think we were definitely standing out of bounds when we saved this ball down here, but we'll take it.
Yeah. Cole Campbell out of bounds here. Down low to Curd, and that one's off his hands, and will stay. We'll actually go to Fayetteville City. 5th turnover against the Eagles.
Trotter got his breather. Somebody's got to come off. I don't know if he, Kurt, I think Kurt finally figured out it was for him.
Can't play with 6, even though they would love to against this talented Fayetteville City team. Marion Taylor across the timeline here for the Tigers. And sends over to Johnson. Johnson back to Taylor, over to Hockett. 2-3 zone put on here, now over to Johnson. Back to Taylor. Taylor now inside the Cash. Cash out to Hawkins. Hawkins going to try a 3, but he walks. 4th turnover against the Tigers, and Summertown gets possession. 1:59 remaining in the first. Caden Trotter now over to Nicole Campbell. Campbell crosses the timeline here on the baseline, the sideline. Throws out into Caden Trotter. Trotter over to Jake Smith, almost throws it out of bounds. Now over to Campbell. Campbell drives. Goes up, layup. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Taylor. Taylor up quickly. triple teamed here, but breaks it. Goes up. Nice pass there, and it cannot be made. Jake Smith comes down to rebound quickly ahead to Gavin Burleson. Gavin, Euro step up and in. Beautiful move by Gavin Burleson.
So much for us trying to slow the pace of this one down a little bit, AJ.
That was a beautiful move by Gavin Burleson there, cutting the lead to 3, 21-18. I think they like playing at a pace like this. Cash has it in the corner here. And sends it out to Hockett. Hockett has 7 points. Gets a screen, thinks about 3, pulls it down. Skip pass over to Johnson, now over to Taylor. Now down low here to Henderson. Henderson is going to send it over to Hockett for 3, and Hockett exits. Hockett's got 10, and it's a 24-18 Tiger lead. Cole Campbell now across the timeline, and he's going to get a foul here from Taylor. Taylor picks up his first, the team's 4th of this first half. And we're going to get some changes here. Harrison Gobble going to check in for Summertown. And Bryson Johnson, Tiandre Love, and Isaiah Thomason going to check in the original starting lineup here. No, almost the original starting lineup in for the Tigers.
Same for Summertown. You've still got Weston Pigg in for Cole Campbell just took a break. So
Harrison Gobble looking to get it into someone. Gets it into Weston Pigg. 50 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Now has it to Jake Smith. Smith over to Trotter, down low to Burleson. Gavin goes up, under, can get to go. And the rebound, we have a, actually says it goes out of bounds off of Fayetteville City as they were tied up there. Summertown will retain possession. 41.2 seconds remaining in the first. Pigg taking it out of bounds.
Check out Jake open in the corner. We couldn't see him.
Now the Trotter, who's open straight away, doesn't take it. And Hockett's going to pick up his second foul on Jake Smith. So one of their key players with 10 points in foul trouble here.
Kind of shocked Fayetteville's leaving him in with 30 seconds to go, but they got away with it.
Burleson threw it away there on the timeline, and that was a quick layup for Andre Johnson there. He has 5 points.
Tell you what, if I'm Summertown, AJ, I'm going wherever Hockett is.
Gobble for 3, and he hits it.
Nice shot by Harry.
First points of the game for Harrison Gobble sends the lead back down to 5 at 26-21. Hockett dribbling now here for Fayetteville City. He's going to take his time and play for the final shot of the first quarter, but drives, and he's going to walk. I think that's a 3rd turnover against Hockett. He's playing with 2 fouls in the 5th turnover against the Tigers. And Kamarian Taylor's going to check in here for Hockett. 5.2 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Summertown's more than likely going to get the final shot. Now in here to Jake Smith. Smith across the timeline. Now over to Trotter. He's going to try a 3 near the corner front iron. No good. That's the end of the first quarter. 8 minutes of play. Fayetteville City leading Summertown 26-21. When we return, it'll be time for the second quarter here on the X Sports Network.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
Are you craving some fresh steak? Stryker Steakhouse has a great selection of fresh steak, chicken, and more. Catering options are also available for events such as weddings, holiday parties, and corporate events. We are ready to serve your large group with exceptional food in our party room too. Stop in at Stryker Steakhouse for the best steak in Middle Tennessee at 321 Cruz Street, or give us a call at 931-244-7457 to ask about catering options or party reservations. That's Stryker Steakhouse in Lawrenceburg.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
Back here at Fayetteville City, time to start the second quarter. Fayetteville City leading Summertown 26-21. Kamarian Taylor
gets away with a walk.
Yeah, he did. And they call the other one, so they make up for it. It's a 6th turnover there against the Tigers, each side with 6 turnovers already here in the first half. Travel called against Bryson Johnson. Weston Pigg still in the game here. Sends it over to Jake Smith. Press put on here by the Tigers. Smith brings it across the timeline over to Harrison Gobble. Now over to Trotter and over to Gavin Burleson. He's going to try a deep 3. Back iron, no good. And Taylor came down with it and lost it. And Burleson's going to come back with it. Drives up, Euro step up and in.
He's got that touch. He can just bury that floater that you think's got no chance, and puts just good enough touch on it, just floated over the front of the rim.
Leads down the 3, 26-23 here. Taylor now drives, kicks this one out to Love, and Love's going to pick up his first points of the game as he knocks down the 3, and it's a 6-point lead again. Gavin Burleson coming back the other way, goes up, can't get it to go. Trotter comes down with the rebound, but back out to Burleson. He throws one up, can't get it to go. Coming down with the rebound is Johnson. And bringing it back the other way, Taylor now to Love. Love runs into Johnson, but brings it back out.
Pretty amazing, AJ, as you said. He hit the first 2 of the quarter. Gavin's got 15, and we've got 6.5 to play here in the second quarter.
Push off there by Johnson. He can't get it to go, and the rebound's going to come out to Summertown. Now over to Gavin Burleson. He's going to drive the baseline. Floaters up off the side of the backboard, no good. Quickly out here is Love. DeAndre Love now sends over to Taylor. Now over to corner to Johnson for 3, and he banks it in. Jarian Johnson, he's got 8, and the lead's out to 9, 32-23. Wes Long barking out the orders here for Summertown, and Taylor steals it away. Taylor now goes up. That one's blocked by Jake Smith. Good job there. Good defense. It comes back the other way. Caden Trotter now to Smith. Smith, floater in the lane, no good, and coming down with the rebound is Johnson. Now coming ahead here, Taylor. Throws it down low for Johnson, saves it, and it comes out to Summertown. Gavin Burleson has it. He dribbles. Now over to Smith. Smith now back out to Burleson and gets that one knocked out of bounds by Johnson to Summertown. 5:34 remaining in the second.
I kind of thought we might see a timeout by Coach Long here, having a lot of turnovers and Fayetteville City going on a run, but may see one if we turn one over here again and don't get a bucket.
Weston Pigg in here for Jake Smith. A lot passing into Gavin Burleson. Also checking into the game is Cash for the Tigers. And Hockett. Trotter now has it. He's going to dribble it out near the Fayetteville logo. Now over here to Pigg. Pigg now to Harrison Gobble. Thinks about a backdoor, doesn't get it. Now to Trotter. Hands it over to Campbell. Campbell now out to Gobble. Gobble over to Pigg on the baseline. Pigg now over to Campbell. Campbell thinks about 3, pulls it down, and it gets knocked out of bounds here by Braden Hockett. Stays with Summertown.
It just seems like here lately, AJ, Fayetteville City's a step ahead or in every passing lane that the Eagles are trying to find.
Pigg has it in the corner, now to Caden Trotter. Over to Campbell. Over to Gavin Burleson. Gavin gets a screen, goes up, throws it up, and in, and the foul. And Gavin's going to go back to the line for another M1.
Yeah, Fayetteville crowd doesn't like it, and DeAndre Love sure doesn't like it because it was called on him. But he's late getting there, going to get a timeout. I think Coach Long's going to take one.
And with that, we'll take a 30-second break here as well. Summertown trailing by 7.
Hey folks, this is Fred Webb, principal broker and owner of United Country Southern Tennessee Realty in Lawrenceburg. Your local Realtree Land Pro agent specializing in country homes, farms, and land. If you're thinking about selling or would like a free comparative market analysis to see what your property is worth, please give us a call at 931-244-7126. We market your property worldwide to get you the most exposure, which in turn gets you the highest price in the shortest amount of time. Visit us at southerntandrealty.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at Fayetteville City, 4:54 remaining here in the second quarter. Summertown trailing in this one to the Tigers, 32-25. Gavin Burleson's going to go back to the line for an M1. Already in this game, Gavin's got 15 points, trying to make it 16 here. As Summertown trying to stay ahead here with this very athletic, very tough Fayetteville City team. Gavin's 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far in this game. And the free throw is up, and he hits it. Nothing but net. He's got 16 points and leads down the 6, 32-26. Bringing ahead here is Taylor. Taylor drives into the paint, goes up, and puts that one in.
Nice take for Taylor.
Taylor's got 9, And the lead's out to 8. Cole Campbell now has it here, driving to his left out to Burleson. Burleson gets a screen from Pig. Now over to Harrison Gobble. Now back to Burleson. And we're going to get a foul called, and Hockett's going to pick up his 3rd.
I tell you what, Summertown sure can't argue that the fouls are going against them, because that makes it 7-0. Summertown still doesn't have a team foul.
And Gavin Burleson's going to go to the line to shoot in it a 1-on-1. That's 17 fouls against Fayetteville City, none against Summertown. Contius Henderson's going to step in here as Chris Murdoch, the head coach of Fayetteville City, having a discussion with one of the officials. Murdoch looks like a Division I strength and conditioning coach from a distance. That's a compliment. It's nothing negative.
I think what I just the free throw no good. I think what I just saw him saying to the referee is, look, hey, I get it. We probably fouled 7 times, but I know they fouled at least once.
Right. Taylor straightaway 3. Back iron no good. And Trotter's going to come down with the rebound. Loses it, but regains it. Now back to Burleson across the timeline. Gavin trying to drive the baseline. Nowhere to go. Cash knocks it away. Out to Trotter. Now to Gavin. He goes up, puts it up and in. He's got 18 points and leads down to 6, 34-28. Taylor now has it here. Sends it over to Henderson. Henderson now to Love. Now to Cash. Cash going to drive. Sends out the Love. He's going to try a 3. Front iron no good, but out to Taylor. Taylor dribbles around. Guarded by Weston Pig. Now guarded by Jake Smith. He's has it at the Tiger logo. Sends it over here to Henderson. Henderson's going to try a 3. Back iron no good. Trotter comes down with the rebound. Hands it over to Cole Campbell. Quickly ahead. Now to Weston Pig. Pig. Now over to Smith. Over to Trotter. And Trotter gets it back at the Tiger logo over to Gavin Burleson. Almost stepped on the timeline. Now Gavin gets a screen. Sends it over here to Campbell. Now over to Pig. Over to Jake Smith at the wing. Smith is going to drive the baseline. Goes up. Gets fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Good take by Jake. Get up here and knock these free throws down. Bring him back to a 4-point lead for Fayetteville.
That's Camarion Taylor's 2nd foul. 8th against the team here in the first half. And Smith can't get the first one to fall.
As we'd said, free throws can be a problem.
Kurt Burleson, Harrison Gobble going to check into the game here for Weston Pig and Caden Trotter. Also checking in is Jarian Johnson and Isaiah Thomason for the Tigers. Next one here from Smith is up, and he hits it. He's 1 of 2 from the line. He's got 4 points. It's a 5-point Tiger lead with 3:05 remaining in the first half. Henderson drives the baseline, goes up, no good. Tried to smack the glass on the way up, can't get it to go. Gavin Burleson has it now, and gets that one almost stolen away. Thomason sends it back, and Gobble now has it. Now to Jake Smith, easy layup, and it's in.
I thought he'd put a little bit too much grease on that one.
I did too. Leads down to 3. Smith is 6, excuse me. As Henderson now has it, 34-31 is the lead. 2:35 remaining here in the second quarter. Love has it here at the wing. Dribbles. Crosses over, gets into the paint. Floaters up, no good. And Thomason comes down with the rebound, puts it up and in. Rebound and putback for Isaiah Thomason. He's got 4, leads back out to 5. Harrison Gobble here. Now to Cole Campbell. Campbell drives, gets that one blocked by Thomason, pulled down by Johnson. Johnson here quickly ahead, spins, and loses it. Comes back ahead here. Gavin Burleson has it in transition, throws up and fouled, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Picking up the foul is DeAndre Love, his first, the team's 9th.
You know, here if I'm Summertown, I might dial up the press right here, AJ, and take that chance and not worry about if I get called for a foul. See if I can get up some loose ball fouls. You're bringing Ty Bryan in right now with a lot of speed. I'd say that's what he's probably been told to do because you've got him to give. And I'll tell you another reason. I don't want them going into the second half and the referee's thinking, well, we got to make some of these up.
We got to even it up, yeah. They forced 9 turnovers. Gavin hits both. 4-6 from the line. He's got 20. And
Gavin's going to get a break, and he looks gassed.
Yes. And he deserves a break here. 2:01 remaining here in the first half. The Eagles trailing by 3. DeAndre Love going to bring it across the timeline here for the Tigers. Two of their main stars, and Taylor and Hockett in foul trouble. Johnson has it now, sends it down low to Thomason, guarded by Ty Bryant. Now to Johnson. Johnson sends out the Love. Love now has it back. Sends it over here to Andre Johnson. Now over to a lot of Johnsons. Bryson Johnson. Now over to Henderson. Henderson now hands it off here to Andre.
Henderson can handle it for a big man.
Now to Love. Love going down low to Isaiah Thomason. Sends out the Love. He's going to try a deep three. Back iron no good. And coming up with the rebound is Cole Campbell. Campbell going to bring it across the timeline with speed. Sends over to Ty Bryant. Out to Caden Trotter. Going to try to tie it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Thomason. Thomason going to bring it up. Big man with some speed. Now ahead here to Henderson. Drives the baseline. Sends out the Love. He's going to try a three. Back iron no good. Thomas with the rebound. Rejected by Campbell. Henderson can't get it to go. And Trotter comes down with the rebound. Stolen away by Thomason. And Thomason's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
What a block by Cole Campbell on the big man.
First foul called against Summertown here, and Trotter's going to pick up his first and the team's first. And the fans of Fayetteville City applaud that one. Thomason's first free throw is up, rattles home and in. He's got 5. As Gavin's going to check back in for Ty Bryant as he got his breather. It's a 4-point Fayetteville City lead. First one up. Second one up from Thomason. Rattles out no good, and Trotter comes down with the rebound.
Not a lot of harm on your first team foul right there. Just give it 1 point on it.
Cole Campbell crosses the timeline here. Now over to Gavin Burleson. Almost stolen away by Johnson. He's not going to drive. Goes up. And we're going to get a jump ball call. It's going to stay with Summertown.
Probably not a bad call.
Nope. A lot of hands on it. And not a foul there, really. Just a lot of hands on the ball. Good defense here by the Tigers. 37-33 is a Fayetteville City lead. Gavin lobs it in to Caden Trotter. Now over to Gavin Burleson. Gavin going to step back for 3. Knocks it down. He has got 23 in the first half. It's a 1-point Tiger lead, 37-36. 25 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I think he needed that break, AJ.
Yeah. Yes, and that's only the second three-pointer he's attempted in the game. They haven't really tried too many here in the first half.
Well, I don't know that they've had. Really, the only one that's got any really good open looks was Trotter, and he's your post.
Yeah. Love sends over to Henderson. He's going to try a 3. No good, and Smith is going to come down with the rebound. That one's knocked away. And Johnson threw that one out of, tried the half-court shot with 5 seconds left, and it went nowhere. And a half a second left here in the first half. Now over to Gavin. He's going to try a deep shot. He hit it
the rafters.
Off the rafters. So after 16 minutes of play, Summertown hanging tough here, down one of their stars in Grayson Burleson, trailing 37-36. When we return, it'll be a halftime interview with the girls' head coach here and Jeremy Jean. That will be back here on the X Sports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at Fayetteville City, we are joined by Summertown Lady Eagles head coach Jeremy Jean. Jeremy, congratulations, team at 10-0 here. Faced a very tough Fayetteville City team, and you guys were able to come out on top.
I appreciate it. It was. They were gritty. They got after us, defensively, set back in the zone, but they were out wide, making us think the first half, and we settled for some shots that we hadn't been taking. But as the game went on, we figured it out without having to call a timeout and tell them to go play. So they just played and figured it out.
For your team, it was kind of a tough start there. You're only leading by 8 at halftime. It was 23-15. But what was the difference between the first half and the second?
Just energy. That's what I tell them in the locker room. They expect me to go off and yell at them. So I'm not going to yell at you because we didn't play with any energy the first half. So I'm not going to expel any energy here at halftime yelling at you. It is. We got to play with high energy. Our shots weren't falling as much the first half as they did the second half. But that comes back to, low energy. We didn't have energy on defense. We defended them fine, but we didn't create any turnovers. We didn't get anything in transition. And once the energy level picked up, we got a couple buckets in transition, the three started falling a whole lot easier.
Katie was the only one in double figures in the first half, but you had Carly, you had Emily, and you had Ainsley come on strong there in the second half.
Right.
And it was really a total team effort with 4 girls in double figures.
It was, and that's the first time I think we've had that happen this year. And that's something that can continue to happen because if they key on Katie, we can still give her the ball. She makes the right pass, kicks it out, and knock down shots. We got to play with confidence. And it's on the offensive end. Right now we have a couple that aren't as confident as they should be because they're great shooters. They just miss 1 or 2 and they get their head down. We got to find a way to get their head up and just play confident.
I believe you forced 17 turnovers there in the game, and your defense was really stiff, really strong all game long.
That's good because I felt like we could turn them over a little bit, but they could handle it well enough to where we would gamble and they would go by us. Then second half we sit down and played. We trapped the ball well. We didn't gamble. We played good defense, denied, and turn them over, and then turn those points into points was the key in the second half.
No rest for you guys. Got another game tomorrow night, another road trip, and having to go play Rogers, Alabama, a team that's coming off a state championship win last year.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough stretch tonight and tomorrow night, but that's a good thing about this schedule. We're getting sort of tournament tested early, back-to-back nights, road trips, or if we're going to the region tournament, same thing. But it comes down to tomorrow night we got to have energy. We got to come out with the second half energy off the start tomorrow night. I tell them don't sleep on the way of the ball game. I had a couple sleeping on the way of the game tonight. So we just got to come out with high energy and play together like we have been, and we'll be fine.
Got a tough stretch here. You have this game, you got tomorrow night at Rogers, and then you come back home for your in-county rivals. I haven't seen Lawrence County in a long time, and this is not only just a tough stretch of games against good teams, but it's also an tough emotional stretch as well.
Yeah, it is. They're good teams. I hope emotionally wise we can stay. I'm trying to stay even keeled. Don't get too high, don't get too low, because if you roller coaster your emotions during the season, you'll peak out too early or you'll bottom out at the wrong time. So we're trying to just one game at a time. No matter who it is, we're just playing that team that's out there and not looking at names or their records. Just go play, do what we do, and we'll be fine.
Head coach Jeremy Jean of the Lady Eagles, proving the 10-0 on the season with tonight's game. Thank you for stopping by, Jeremy.
Thank you, man.
We'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Appreciate you.
That was head coach Jeremy Jean joining us here on the X Sports Network. When we return, it'll be time here for the second half here on the X Sports Network.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name-brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street, next to the courthouse.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie. And we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
This is the X Sports Network.
Don't look that good.
Back here at Fayetteville City, we're getting ready to start the second half between the Summertown boys and the Fayetteville City Tigers. Tigers leading this one 37-36. A very, very fast-moving and entertaining first half. Let's take a look at the statistics. On the other side for the Tigers, their leading scorer is Braden Hockett. He's got 10, but he also has 3 fouls. Kamarion Taylor, he's got 9, but he has 2 fouls. You got Andre Johnson with 8, Isaiah Tomlinson with 5, Bryson Johnson with 2, and Tiandre Love with 3. On the other side for the Eagles, leading all scorers, Gavin Burleson. He's got 23 points. Jake Smith chipping in with 6. And you got Harrison Gobble with 3, Cole Campbell and Caden Trotter each with 2 points. So, and when you look at it both sides, they have 9 turnovers each, so we're even on that side. And Grayson Burleson out because of an ankle injury, more than likely going to be out again tomorrow night as they take on Rogers. We'll try to rest him up for that Lawrence County game, but this team is hanging tough really well with Adam, and Gavin is absolutely picking up the slack on the offensive end without Grayson in there.
2 things to that. Gavin is being Gavin. I mean, he's picking it up, and he's not afraid to put it on his shoulders. Going into this second half, Summertown, I think one reason why it's a 1-point game, Fayetteville went on some stretches there. They jumped it out to a 9-10 point lead. Summertown whittled it back down. But you also had a 9-1 foul advantage where Summertown only had 1 foul called on them the whole first half. Probably look for that to even itself out here in the second half. The other thing, somebody's going to have to step up, whether it's hit a big three-pointer, whether it's make a good pass. Somebody's got to step up and give Gavin a little bit of help in the second half if they're going to pull a big road win out right here.
Caden Trotter needs to knock down some of those open threes. That would definitely loosen some things up for Gavin, who every time he drives a lane, he's got 3 white jerseys all over.
And that's what's most amazing of it, and he's making most of them. Somehow he gets the shot off and it goes in.
I'm going to have to put a statistics on someone else's just to keep up with it here. Kamarion Taylor starts off with it here for the Tigers. They lead by 1 to start the second half. Thomason now has it out to Johnson. Johnson spins. Beautiful move up, and he's going to get fouled. And just like you mentioned, we might already be evening these up.
Yeah, we're only 10 seconds in, and we've already matched how many fouls were called in the first half against Summertown. So
Harrison Gobble picks up his team's first here of the second half, as Bryson Johnson going to go to the line to shoot 2. Johnson has showed some pretty quick athletic moves here. Left-hander, first free throw, no good. Neither team shot it particularly well from the free throw line there in the first half, even though that's only the 3rd free throw for the Tigers. Next one's up, no good, and Jake Smith comes down with the rebound. Summertown has a chance to take the lead here as they cross the timeline. Cole Campbell Sends it over here to Jake Smith. Smith now back to Campbell in the corner. He drives the baseline. Sends it over to wide open Caden Trotter. He knocks it down, and it's their first lead since early in the first half, 38-37.
Good dribbled drive by Cole, finding the open Trotter down there. Put
Hockett's
Summertown in the lead, as you said.
Hockett out the Taylor here, dribbles it around. Denied there by Trotter, almost knocks it away from Thomason. Johnson now has it. Thinks about jumper, pulls it down, now out to Hockett, guarded by Smith. Hockett trying to lob it down in to Thomason and does. Guarded by Harrison Gobble here. Now sends out to Johnson. He's going to drive. Goes up. Layup is up and in, and they regain the lead 39-38.
Nice floater by Johnson with that left hand.
And Burleson going to try a three. Back iron, no good, but Jake Smith comes down with the rebound. Sends out to Trotter for three. Back iron, no good, and Trotter's going to come up with his own rebound. Now over to Burleson. He tries a three. Front iron, no good, and the rebound comes out to Johnson. And they lose that one. Good job by Grayson to save it. Brings it back. It's Jake Smith for three. No good, and the rebound comes down to Johnson. So they missed 4 straight three-pointers there. Thomason coming back the other way. Layup, no good. Hockett comes up with the rebound. That's up and in. So extend their lead out to 3, 41-38.
Summertown got some good looks, AJ, that whole series. Just snake bit. Couldn't get any of those three-pointers to fall, and they were wide open.
Jake Smith drives, goes up, and it's no good, and Taylor comes down with the rebound. Quickly ahead here to Johnson. Johnson, Euro step up, layup, can't get it to go, and the rebound comes out to Gavin Burleson. Burleson brings it ahead. Good move. Layup up, and it's blocked by Thomason, who catches it out of bounds, and Summertown retains possession. 6:04 remaining in a very fast-moving third quarter.
If you're Summertown, just keep doing what you're doing. You're moving the ball well. You're not turning the ball over. You're getting good looks. Somebody's just got to knock one down, tie this thing up right here. Now we're going to get an offensive
foul here, I believe, called against Caden Trotter, and it is. That's his second, the team's second here of the second half. There's Andre Johnson going to check in for Bryson Johnson. Taylor going to send it in to Tiandre Love. Leading by 3, 6 minutes left in the third. Back there to Taylor, crosses the timeline. Taylor now brings it out to the Tiger logo, dribbling to his left. Trying to get into Hawken, he does it to wing. Hawken now going to drive, tries a jumper, front iron, no good, gets his own rebound, goes up. Can't get that one to go. That one's going to get knocked out of bounds and stay with Fayetteville City.
And Summertown, that possession, if you get lucky and you get 2 misses by Hockett, you got to put a body on him and don't let him keep getting his rebounds.
Lob in on the inbounds out to Thomason. He misses it. Cole Campbell comes down with it. Quickly out to Jake Smith. Smith now back out to Campbell. Campbell to Trotter. Trotter, that was close to a walk. Now sends it out to Campbell, now to Smith. Now back to Trotter straight away at the top of the key. Fakes a handoff. Campbell. Now back over to Trotter, and Trotter's just hanging out the three-point line wide open. Back door here to Gavin. Gavin doesn't get it to go and comes down with his own rebound. Goes up, and he gets that one in. He's got 25, and it leads back down to 1, 41-40, 5:15 remaining in the third. It's Taylor going to bring it up slowly here, trying to slow down the pace, and sends it over here to Johnson. Johnson out to Taylor, deep three, front iron, no good. Campbell comes down with the rebound. Now ahead here to Jake Smith. Smith drives into the lane. He's got an easy layup. That one's up and in. Jake Smith has got 8, and Summertown retakes the lead.
I said other players have got to step up, and they are, AJ.
And calling his first timeout of the game, Chris Murdoch. And with that, Summertown leading by 1. We'll be back here on the X Sports Network.
Hey friends, this is Barry Doss. Over the past 30 years, Doss Brothers Incorporated has grown from its humble beginnings to working daily to build the future of Lawrence and surrounding counties. From breaking ground to opening day, Doss Brothers has been there every step of the way for many businesses, industries, and homeowners in our community. With nearly 40 years under our belt and the blessing of every new day, we strive to keep building the foundation of our community's tomorrow. We are Doss Brothers, proudly building progress in Southern Tennessee.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
And back here at Fayetteville City, the Summertown boys leading the Tigers 42-41, 4:45 remaining here in the third quarter. And that one goes up. Oh, that looked like that went out of bounds off of Taylor, but they're going to say it went out of bounds off of the feet of Jake Smith. Fayetteville City will retain possession.
It's funny, Marion Taylor, he looks like he's a little frustrated. Jake's not supposed to guard him as well as Jake's doing right now.
Cash into the game, hands it over to Hockett. Now back to Cash in the corner. Cash Lobs over to Johnson, now over to Love. Love back to Taylor. Deep three. Back iron, no good. And that comes out to Campbell. Campbell
got away
has
with
it.
a walk there, but we'll take it.
Now to Gavin Burleson. Up and in. He's got 27. And Summertown, largest lead of the game at 44-41. Taylor now crosses over into the paint. Out to Johnson, now out to Cash. Cash looks like a Division I football player out there.
He does. Looks like a linebacker or a fullback.
Yeah, and that one's stolen away, and we're going to get a foul call. This one's going to go against Jake Smith, I believe.
Well, I hate it that TSSAA officials are so predictable, but I knew when the first half went our way, I knew we'd be racking them up in the second half.
Foul went against Gobble. That's a second, and Hawken now sends over to Love. Love into the paint, goes up. That one's blocked by Cole Campbell. Is going to stay with Fayetteville City. And feel the momentum here for the squad. Summertown has taken it ever since Gavin came back at the end there at the second quarter, hit a couple of shots and trimmed it to one. It's really, the momentum has stayed with Summertown. So Weston Pig checks in for Harrison Gobble. Cash now has it. Sends it over to Kamari and Taylor. Now over to Hawken. Hawken. And we're going to get a touch foul called here against Jake Smith. His first, team's fourth of the second half. And just like you called it, you kind of felt like it was, it normally works that way anyways in basketball.
But the good thing about Summertown, like you said, you can see the momentum shifting, and even if it goes back, Summertown's doing a good job not panicking. You know, if they miss a couple of shots, or if they have a couple of turnovers, they're going right back at it and going to work.
Taylor dribbling here. He's going to try a jumper just inside the three-point line. No good, and the rebound comes out to Cash. Cash goes up and he knocks it in. First points of the game for carrying Cash to cut the Summertown lead down to one. Gavin now driving the baseline. Over to Jake Smith in the corner. He drives. He goes up, and he gets that one to go. A tough finish for Jake Smith. He's got 10.
Good, strong finish by Jake. He could be shooting an and one right there.
Leads back out the three, 46-43 as Cash hands it over to Taylor. 3:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Taylor drives. Good feed over to Cash. Cash goes up, misses everything, and Trotter comes down with the rebound. And
that's the thing. When we get a rebound or we're throwing an inbounds, we can't quit. We got to quit being so casual about it because Fayetteville City's too athletic and they're on everything.
Beautiful backdoor cut to Burleson for the easy two. Their largest lead of the game, 48-43, and Burleson's got 29. Taylor now has it. He's dribbling. And that one's almost stolen away. Cash now has it. Goes into the paint, passes out the Love to Hawken. He's going to try a deep three, and he rattles it home. Hawken's got 15, and the lead's down to two, 48-46. Campbell ahead quickly here, breaks the press. He drives, layups up and in.
Great job, Cole Campbell. Good answer.
Campbell's got four, leads out the 4, 50-46, 2:15 remaining. Now Cash has air at the top of the key, over to Johnson. Johnson fakes a three, pulls it down, over to Hawken. Hawken in the paint. Goes up, no good, and Trotter comes down with the rebound. Now over to Jake Smith. Smith drives the base, the sideline. Almost a beautiful pass there to Cole Campbell. Campbell gets it back now to Gavin. Gavin's up and in. He's got 31 points, and the lead's out to the largest of the game for them at 6, 52-46.
You got to give that effort to Cole Campbell and Weston Pig. They kept that alive and just fed it right down to a wide open Gavin Burleson.
DeAndre Love has the ball there at the wing. He dribbles to the top of the key. Now over to Johnson. Johnson almost gets it stolen away, regains it. Now sends over to Love. Over in the corner to Cash for three. Cash barely hits the rim on that one. Rebounded out the Weston Pig, who's going to slow it down, sends it out to Gavin Burleson. 1:25 remaining here in the third quarter. Summertown leading by 6. Gets a screen from Trotter. He's going to try a step back three. Back iron, no good. And Pig is going to get called for the foul, and he did. He ran into the back there.
It is the right call.
Pig's going to pick up his first. It's the team's 5th of the second half. As Isaiah well, they're going to wait here to check him in. I don't get it.
That's just trying to show you're in charge is all that is.
Bryson Johnson, Isaiah Thomason checking to the game. Some of the stuff they do sometimes just, and I've seen it at every level.
I agree.
You know, you're going to check them in anyways.
Right.
That's why I like hockey. They just change whenever they want to change.
Just go. Whenever you're ready to go, let's go.
Officials don't have to worry about it, you know. Except on icing. You can't change on icing if you're on defense. But now to Hawken. Hawken's going to try a three. No good. Rebound by Johnson. He's going to go up and in.
Johnson did a good job getting that backside position on the smaller Cole Campbell. Just sealed him off. Got an easy putback.
Gavin now has it. Johnson's got 6. Campbell has it. Back to Gavin. Gavin, beautiful move. Crosses over. What a move. Beautiful handoff to Charter. That one gets swatted away. Charter gets it back, but he gets it up and in.
Good finish, Caden. Way to stick with it.
Charter's got 6, leads back out to 6, 54-48. 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Taylor ahead with speed. That one's knocked away there by Caden Trotter out of bounds. Fayetteville City will retain possession. Henderson, Love going to check in for the Tigers, and Gobble's going to check in for the Eagles. Cole Campbell going to go to the bench here, and actually they're telling Love to stay. I don't know what's going on here.
I guess he didn't get there quick enough.
He was sitting there. I don't know. Bryson Johnson has it here, sends out to Kamari and Taylor. Hal Hockett has it here. And he falls down. Now to Johnson. Johnson drives. Nice move. Up. And it.
That better be on the floor.
Oh, my gosh,
goodness.
That is terrible.
That's not
terrible.
Even close.
And one. That's going to go against Weston Pigg as second. The team say that wasn't even close. I mean, we try to be impartial here, but
I do. I would say it if the same thing. If it had been called against Gavin, I'd say the same thing. The foul's called at the foul line, finishes at the rim late.
Johnson misses it. He's 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Still a 4-point lead as Summertown's going to play for the final shot. More than likely, Gavin Burleson's going to take it. 10 seconds remaining here in the third. Guarded here by Bryson Johnson. Gets a screen from Trotter. Gavin now dribbles. 5 seconds remaining. He crosses over. Step back 3. Knocks it down. A 7-point lead as Summertown heads into the fourth quarter. You hear how quiet that crowd got on the other side, AJ? Gavin Burleson, nothing but net. Knocks it down, and Summertown goes into the fourth quarter leading by 7. When we return, it's time for the fourth quarter here on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here at Fayetteville City, the Summertown boys leading the Tigers 57-50. It is the Gavin Burleson show. He's got 34 here through 3 quarters. Summertown leads their largest lead of the game by 7, and Gavin Burleson saves a bad pass. He goes up, gets a shot blocked, but it's going to stay with Summertown. Not a bad thing. This is an athletic Fayetteville City team, and any time you can keep the ball on your end and milk some clock and get some points maybe out of it. Caden Trotter now over to Weston Pigg. Now sends it out here to Jake Smith, guarded by Hockett. Now Smith dribbles to his right. He's going to drive the baseline. Goes up, tough shot, no good. Weston Pigg comes down with the rebound, stolen away by Johnson. And now this one's going to get stolen away by Summertown, and Pigg's going to get a foul forced, and that's the third on Taylor. And they're going to say that Pigg's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Don't know if I necessarily agree with that one, but.
Well, I was honestly thinking more instead of a shooting foul, probably should have been an intentional foul.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he just grabbed him by around the race and just pulled him down.
First one from Pigg is up. Almost banked in, no good. 7:34 remaining here in the game. Summertown leading 57-50. This has been a very entertaining back and forth contest, and so far the momentum's with Summertown. Pigg misses a second. Thomason comes down with the rebound. Bryson Johnson ahead quickly here for the Tigers, coming ahead with speed. And he just ran straight headlong right into Harrison Gobble, picks up the charge. Johnson picks up his second foul. And that is the third turnover in the second half here against the Tigers, 12th of the game.
It's a good job by Harrison standing in there, taking the charge.
Ooh, that one hit the bottom of the backboard. That should have been out of bounds against Summertown, but they'll retain possession. I don't know how the officials didn't see that. Trotter now has it here at the top of the key. Hands it over to Burleson. Now over to Harrison Gobble. Gobble's going to drive. Goes up, and he throws it up, and he's going to get fouled and go to the line to shoot 2.
I tell you what, I don't know if you've noticed, AJ, but everywhere Gavin goes, he's got somebody not even guarding ball side. He's got somebody face guarding him everywhere he goes, and they're not worried about who's got the ball or if they're help side or back side. They are specifically only in Gavin's face.
That's the 4th against Taylor. If they foul him out on this one, that's definitely in Summertown's favors. Gobble hits the first. He's got 4 points in the game.
I think Cole Campbell's got a busted nose over there. Coach Long's off calling for Coach Gene to get over there and doctor him up, maybe put a cork in there.
Yeah. Put some cotton up there. He's tough. He's a hockey player. And that one gets stolen away by Harrison Gobble. Gobble going to bring it back the other way. It goes up. No good. But he's going to get fouled on the play by Henderson. He's going to go up and shoot 2.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that one,
I don't
AJ.
either. That looked pretty clean. Henderson was avoiding contact. And Gobble's going to go to the line to shoot 2 here.
Good sell job by Harrison there, going to the floor and making it look like contact was drawn.
And the first one from Harrison is up, and it's in. He's 3 for 3 from the line. Now checking into the game is Corey and Cash here for Continuous Henderson. Next one's up. It's in. Gobble's 4 for 4 from the line. He's got 7 points, and the lead is out the largest of the game for either side at 11, 61-50. Braden Hockett now has it. He dribbles, drives, throws it up to a wide open Thomason. Thomason knocks it down. Beautiful pass to Thomason.
You got to be a pretty good athlete in Hockett to dribble, drive, and make that pass with your weak hand.
Thomason's got 7. Burleson now has it here for Summertown. He's got 34. And sends it in to Caden Trotter. Beautiful give and go to Burleson. He knocks it down. He has got 36. The lead's back out to 11, 63-52. Handoff over here to Haka. Haka down low to Thomason, wide open again. And Thomason's got 9. And the lead's back to 9, 63-54.
Summertown's getting this 2 times in a row. Somehow the big man's been left wide open.
And Burleson gets this one knocked away, but he's going to pick it back up. Oh, they're going to say that was over and back, and that was clearly knocked out of his hands. It's one guy that's calling this, and I noticed this the other night at a Lawrence County game. You got one guy that continuously makes the controversial calls. And that one wasn't even close.
Wow.
You can tell it was knocked out of his hands. You hate to be critical of officials, and now you got a touch foul called against Jake Smith the second. It's the team's 7th, and we got a 1-and-1 coming up here for Hockett.
Summertown crowd getting a little rowdy now.
Good contingent of Summertown faithful made the trip out here to Fayetteville City. Very impressive. Hockett's first free throw is up, and he knocks it down. He's got 16 as Cole Campbell, fresh off the bloody nose, is going to check in for Weston Pigg.
See here, Gavin's got somebody. If we can get our camera pan down here, Gavin's got somebody with him everywhere he goes. And he's still scoring.
Yeah, doesn't matter. He's been double team, triple team. He's got 36. Hockett's next one rattles out, and Trotter comes down with the rebound. Lead is at 8, 63-55. Jake Smith ahead quickly. Sends it to Gobble, now to Gavin. Now over to Caden Trotter. Trotter hands it over to Burleson. Now back to Trotter. Now over to Jake Smith. He's going to drive the baseline. Goes up. Tough shot. And he's going to get fouled and go to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, good job by Jake. He saw the take to the right side was there. Doesn't finish the basket, but he gets to the line to shoot 2. Jake's usually a good foul shooter. Watch, I'll probably jinx him now. But Summertown just applying the pressure right back.
Love picks up his second foul. First free throw from Smith is up and in. No, you didn't jinx him that time. Smith has 11, going for number 12 here to extend the lead out to 10. Next free throw is up, and it is in. He's 3 for 4 from the line. He's got 11. Leads out to 10, 65-55, 5:35 remaining. Hockett has it here, dribbles, drives, spins. That was close to a walk. Love now has it, now out to Cash. Cash dribbles. And gets that one knocked away by Gavin Burleson. Burleson falls on it, and we have a jump ball, and that's going to stay with Fayetteville City, and that no one had possession. There wasn't a tie-up. They should have just let it play on. And Cash is going to take it out of bounds here. Well, I guess they're doing their job, but both sides don't like it.
That's true.
You're
consistent if neither side's like you.
That's true. Love has it across the timeline. Sends over to Johnson. Johnson now down low to Thomason. Back out to Johnson. He's going to try a three, and he knocks it down. Andre Johnson has 11. And the lead cuts down to 7, 65-58. Now over to Caden Trotter. Trotter hands off to Gavin Burleson. Under 5 left to play here in the game. Now back to Trotter, hand off to Burleson. Burleson now going to drive the baseline, and we're going to pick up a foul against Johnson. Johnson's first, the team's 6th here of the second half. And they're evening out.
Be shocked if we can get a score right here. Maybe Coach Long take a timeout and may change our defense up a little bit. Or if nothing else, just get a breather.
Fayetteville City, it looks like a lot of their guys need a breather here. Lobs it in to Gavin Burleson. He has at the Fayetteville City logo. Steps back, now retains possession. Gets a screen from Trotter. Gets it to Trotter. He goes up. And can't get it to go. Rebound by Cole Campbell. Campbell goes up and he gets fouled by Cash.
Well, I don't agree. That wasn't a foul, but Trotter and Campbell got murdered on the rebound coming back down. So we'll take that. Let Cole go to the line and shoot him a pair.
Yeah. And Campbell's going to go to the line here. He's got 4 in the game. Going to go to the line to shoot 2. First one's up and knocks it down. He's 3 for 3 from the line. He's got 5. Trying to make it a 9-point lead here. Summertown doing pretty good at keeping this a 3 to 4 possession game. Next one's up and he knocks it down. 4 for 4 from the line. He's got 6. No, he's got 8. No, I can't count. Never mind. Deep 3 from Hawken and he knocks it down. Hawken's got 18. And the lead is down to 6. Campbell almost gets this one stolen away. Hands it over to Harrison Gobble. And Wes Long is going to call a timeout. Calls his second full timeout. And with that, we're going to take a break here as well on the X Sports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Since 1986, Southeast Carriers, Inc. has been a family-owned and operated business in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We strive to have updated equipment and technology to make our drivers' job easier. We offer large company pay and benefits with a small company atmosphere. Are you tired of just being a number when you call your current company? Here you will be known on a first-name basis, and all we ask is for you to give us an opportunity to prove that we are different than most trucking companies. For more information, visit southeastcarriers.com.
Back here at Fayetteville City, Summertown boys leading the Tigers 67-61, 4:23 remaining in the game. Gavin lobs in the Caden Trotter, stolen away by Cash. Cash quickly the other way, layup is up and in. Cash has got 4 and the lead's down to 4, 67-63. Gavin Burleson bringing it up, sends it in to Cole Campbell, and Love was all over him, and he will get called for the foul. That's his 3rd.
I think it was ever going to get called.
Team's 7th. And Campbell's going to go to the line for 1-on-1. Maybe the worst guy you want to send to the line. He's a perfect 4 for 4 from the line tonight.
Referee's getting mad at somebody in the Summertown crowd. They're eyeballing somebody. I don't know which one, but they're fixing to get somebody.
First one from Campbell's up, no good, and that one's off the official. It should be out of bounds. And this one is.
So whose ball is it?
It's a jump ball. It's a jump ball situation because he was. And it's should stay with Summertown. And and it does. Yeah. Fayetteville City crowd's got everything to be upset with that. Cole Campbell takes it out of bounds. In the corner to Jake Smith. He's going to try a 3. Front iron, no good, and rebound comes down to Cash. Cash now slows it down, sends over to Taylor's back in with 4 fouls. Now to Johnson. Johnson loses it. Gobble comes down with it, and we got another jump ball, and it's going to go to Summertown.
It'll go to us. Obviously, it wasn't a jump ball situation on the ball hitting the referee out of bounds. No,
Actually,
they never did switch it.
Yeah, they never did switch it.
They never understood that the last one was a jump ball.
I don't think that was explained to them well either in their defense. And it will go to Fayetteville City, which is the right call, and they'll flip back the possession arrow once the ball is inbounded. 4-point Summertown leader. Hockett has the ball. Over to Cash. Cash down low here to Love. Love dribbles it back out. Now to Cash. Cash drives. Sends out, throws it away. And that's going to be the 5th turnover in the second half against the Tigers, 14th in the game. And Summertown's going to get it back. 3:44 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Gobble now going to take it out of bounds. The Eagles trying to improve to 10-0. Campbell across the timeline. Now over to Caden Trotter, down low to Gavin Burleson. Gavin spins, goes up. Looked like he got fouled, no call. And coming down with it is Hockett. Hockett ahead quickly, bodies all over the place. He now drives, floater in the lanes, up and in. Hockett's got 20, and the lead's down to 2, 67-65. 3:20 remaining in the game.
Where you find what you're made out of, 3 to go. You've been in this situation before, just don't panic. Keep playing your game.
Cole Campbell has it here, now sends over to Harrison Gobble. Gobble, beautiful pass to Campbell, goes up, and he is hacked hard on the play by Cash. He picks up his second, and Campbell will go to the line to shoot 2. Campbell's 4 of 5 from the line here tonight. He's got 6 and hits these 2. Will make it a 2-possession game. Campbell's shot is up and in.
Got the big man, number 23, Isaiah Thomason. He's going to check back in and give the other big man, the linebacker, a break.
Yeah. The way Cash is playing, I don't know if that's necessarily a
bad
thing for Summertown.
I think he's set to go where I think one's going to play offense, one's going to play defense.
Campbell misses the next, so it's a 3-point lead, but Jake Smith comes up with the steal, and he gets that one in.
That's huge. Great job, great effort, Jake Smith. Way to stay with it.
5-point Summertown lead. The hustle plays are mounting up here for the Eagles. Hocken now has it, dribbles. Thinks about 3, but has to pull it down. Now over to Camarion Taylor, over to Johnson. Bryson Johnson drives. Kicks it out to Hocken. Hocken now. And we're going to get goodness gracious, we're going to get a touch foul here against Jake Smith. It's going to be Smith's 3rd, the team's 8th. And Hocken's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, kind of like it. Well, no, they're going to have both out here this time for defense. They're going to bring Cash back in. He's going to give Love a break.
Yep. Love sitting at the scorer's table, but the way their bench is set up, I think he's just sitting there at the bench. Hockett's first free throw, up and in. Hockett's got 21, cuts the lead to 4 with 2:44 remaining here in the fourth. There comes Hockett taking his time. Back end of the 1-and-1 is up. Rattles up and in. 3-point Summertown lead, 2:40 remaining. Here's Gavin Burleson going to bring it across the timeline. He's going to get a screener from Caden Trotter. Steps back. Takes his time. He's going to step back for 3. Knocks it down. He's got 39, and it is a 6-point Eagle lead.
I tell you what, the kid just keeps impressing me. The kid's huge.
Hockett tries a jumper, back iron, no good. Cole Campbell comes down with the rebound, and he's going to get a foul here against Bryson Johnson, his 3rd, the team's 9th, and Campbell's going to go back to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Big foul shots right here by Cole. If you can knock a couple of them down, extend it to about an 8-point lead, and then you're in position where you can change your defense up a little bit, maybe run some clock right here.
Campbell's 5 of 7 from the line here. You're saying it's 2 shots. And he knocks down the first.
Love will check back in, and Cash will go back out. I think Cash is just going in and out, offense, defense.
Next free throw from Campbell. It is up. It is in. He knocks it down. He is 7 of 9 from the free throw line. It's an 8-point Summertown lead. 2:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Taylor brings it across slowly for Fayetteville City. Handoff here. He's going to drive the baseline, loses it, and that one's stolen away here by Cole Campbell.
Now you don't have to be in a hurry if you're Summertown, but you will take layups.
Gavin's up and in. He's got 41, and the lead's out to 10, 77-67. Quickly ahead, here's Camarion Taylor. They're guarding the three-point line pretty well. Love now steps up. Now over to Taylor. He's going to try a three. Front iron no good. And coming up with the rebound there is Harrison Gobble. Head here to Gavin Burleson. Gavin not going to take his time. Going to be double-teamed here.
Coach Long getting a timeout before we can get a trap.
Good job there by Coach Long calling his third timeout. And with that, we'll take a short break as well here on the X Sports Network.
A great place to help your house become more of a home is at Story Lee Furniture's Holiday Home Sale. We've got over 3 acres of showroom and a huge on-site warehouse, so we have just about everything you need. Sofas, sectionals, and recliners, bedrooms and dining rooms, mattresses, and accessories. Everything you need to make your house more comfortable, inviting, warm, and cozy. All this plus free delivery too. It's the Story Lee Furniture's Holiday Home Sale, celebrating over 50 years of making homes like yours beautiful.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
Back here at Fayetteville City. Minute 35 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Summertown leading by 10. Trying to close this one out to improve the 10-0. Gavin Burleson in possession here. Gets fouled here by Isaiah Thomason. Thomason's going to pick up the second as it's team's 11th here, and Gavin's going to go to the line here to shoot 2. Gavin with 41 points in the game.
This is where you win high school basketball games, AJ. You make your foul shots, you protect the basketball. You can let Fayetteville score. But if you do your job, because you know they're going to have to foul with a minute and a half to go and down double digits, protect the basketball, knock down your foul shots.
A little confusion here. The official style is a 1-and-1, but it's actually 2 shots, so Love is going to have to wait to check in for cash. Gavin is 4 of 6 from the line, make that 5 of 7. He's got 42. Back to their largest lead of the game at 11 as Love finally checks in for cash. Next free throw here from Gavin is up. It's in. He's 5 of 8 from the line. Or 6 of 8. Goodness, I can't count.
It's all right.
12-point lead here for Summertown, 1:25 remaining. Taylor now dribbling. Good defense here put on. Now down low to Thomason, guarded by Harrison Gobble. Kicks out the Love. Now in the corner to Johnson for 3. Back iron no good, and Trotter comes down with the rebound. And they hand it over to Gavin Burleson. He's being trapped, and we're going to get a travel call. So that's 13th turnover against the Eagles, only their 4th here in the second half.
Well, obviously we want the ball in Gavin's hands, but when he's getting triple teamed, somebody else got to step up, come down for an outlet pass, and get the ball across half court for us.
Thomason now sends out the Hockett. Hockett guarded by Jake Smith. Now back over to Taylor. Taylor now drives into the paint. Now over to Thomason, thrown out of bounds. 17th turnover against the Tigers. And Summertown gets possession back, 58.3 seconds remaining. Trotter sends in to Cole Campbell. Campbell ahead quickly across the sideline. Triple team, but he breaks through it. Now over to Harrison Gobble. Hands over to Gavin Burleson. And he gets that one knocked out. Oh my gosh. That was clearly off Kamarian Taylor, and they called it off of Gavin Burleson.
Well,
14th turnover against the
right.
Tigers. Taylor now has it quickly. Steps back. Now he's going to spin over to Johnson. He's going to try a deep 3. No good, and Gobble comes down with the rebound.
Here's my thing. Fayetteville City is letting Gavin get the ball.
Yeah.
Why are you not fouling somebody else and make somebody else make foul shots unless you've just given up?
Trotter now to Jake Smith.
Like, I don't know why nobody's been fouled yet unless they're just conceding, and they must be.
I think they're just conceding here. I think I heard the coach said no foul. Now Trotter sends it over to Gavin. Under 20 seconds left to play, and Hal just cleans his clock, but comes over. Good sportsmanship there by Aka as he picks up his 4th. And Gavin's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Tell you what, I'm going to call it. If we lose in 17 and a half seconds, I'll never call another basketball game. But this is a big road win for this Eagles bunch. Without a starter, without one of your leading scorers, this is a huge road win for the Eagles.
It's a confidence-building win as well. If you can do this, let's imagine what you can do in a state tournament situation, a district region tournament situation. because you're not always going to have all your guys every night or even have them show up every night. As
Coach Long going to empty his bench.
Gavin knocks down both. He finishes with 45 points. Team leading by 14 with 17 and a half seconds remaining in the game. Will Daniel, Kason Bailey, Weston Pigg, Kurt Burleson,
Ty Bryant.
and Ty Bryant now checking into the game, and we got the Tigers also emptying their bench as well. So Philip Bonner now going to bring it over the timeline, just checked in, quickly ahead here to Sam Willoughby. Now has it, it's Wyatt Gross. Wyatt's going to try a floater in the lane, no good, and Kurt Burleson comes down with it. And they're going to hold it.
Roll.
What an impressive win here as they win at 81-67 to improve to 10-0 on the season. Impressive win there by the Eagles. Up next, they'll head over to Rogers, Alabama tomorrow night. You'll be on the call there.
I'll be on the call there. I'll try to find me some help, but if not, I may just have to do like A.J. Good and just do it solo. But thank you for coming over here and doing this tonight. And again, huge win. Great job, Coach Long and his coaching staff on a big road win against a very physical and talented Fayetteville City bunch.
They come out 10-0. They'll face Rogers, Alabama. The boys and girls tomorrow night starting at 6. You'll have the coverage at about 5:55. And also you'll have Loretto at Lawrence County. That game will start at 6. The girls will. And our coverage will start around 5:55 as well. And then the Wildcats will visit the Eagles on Friday night from the Nest. Definitely looking forward to that one.
Will get wild.
It will. We're looking forward to a packed house and a rowdy atmosphere. But for now, it's A.J. Good along with Clint Brazier. This is the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.